In oil country, some jobs don't come with a corner office. They come with sweat, steel, blisters. You don't learn this kind of work from a book. You learn it by doing. By getting your hands dirty. You show up early, stay late. When you're a part of oil country, you don't cut corners. You don't chase easy. You chase better every day. This isn't just a jersey. It's a uniform. Built to work. Built to win. Why do we do this?
Here's that call.
Because this is oil country.
And here's a turnover by Ekholm in the early going. McDavid with Nugent Hopkins and Hyman to start. Ekholm and Bouchard defensively. Here's a chance to ditch. And a wide open wrist shot buried by Colin Graf. And 26 seconds into the game, San Jose has struck first and taken a 1-0 lead. Graf with his 12th goal in his last 24 games.
Standing for the San Jose Sharks, but these are a couple turnovers in zone. Little flub here by Ekholm, just doesn't get out. It's pickpocketed by Nugent Hopkins, but again, his clearing attempt with a pass out of the zone doesn't go, and then it's tic-tac-toe as the top line moves this puck around. Celebrini, quick little stop. As he gets this puck, he's going to find in the slot.
To restart here after giving up a goal just 24 seconds in. Emberson has it pried loose, a chance, Gaudette, bad change. Gaudette, backhander, scored, 2-0. San Jose a minute 35 in, and this crowd is stunned.
Well, we just saw a record not too long ago, 3 goals in 37 seconds by the Pittsburgh Penguins. Feel or not, they've come out buzzing in this game. And again, it's just not navigating through the neutral zone. Emberson has his puck picked off by Englund, and then it's off to the races. And Gaudette with a beautiful little move here is he fakes the shot, just a little flare, the stick break there. That quick little move. Freezes Ingram, goes to the backhand, puts it upstairs. Adam Gaudette, no stranger to the Edmonton Oilers, was once a Vancouver Canuck, and he pretty quickly here for San Jose.
Gaudette's 12th set up by William Eklund. Here's a quick dish off the rush. Szymanski setting up Matt Savoy. He had no blade to get off the ice. Here's a chance for Kapanen rolling it on net. Askarov.
That they want to be, this is where they want to go. Off to a great start here in this one.
That didn't happen in your day, Lou. You didn't block a shot and see the blade fly 40 feet.
Good come on.
Shut up the rush.
They were cemented in.
A save made by Ingram. Draisaitl on a shot and a save against Podkolzin, who's had 2 good looks here in the last minute. Nurse let that one go through, and Podkolzin unable to bury it. But the Oilers go to work in the offensive zone. Nurse gives it up for Kapanen. Back to Nurse for a one-timer and a save made. Nurse is thinking, hey, back-to-back hat tricks for Bouchard and Ekholm. Maybe it's my turn. First time in the history of the league that had happened. Hat tricks from a D-man in consecutive games. Bouchard on Saturday against Washington, and Ekholm Monday against Anaheim. Here's Askarov up the right-hand side, finding Tyler Toffoli, seemingly better with age, and his Whistler is fielded flawlessly. Josh Szymanski played 7 minutes in his National Hockey League debut on Monday. Thought he had a goal. Picked right off the line. And a face-off win for Draisaitl. Ekholm across to Bouchard. And now you've got Draisaitl marching toward the front of the net with a backhander that ends up out of play. Not to go. Go
Icing
ahead, Luke.
was the call, and it's the Draisaitl line that jumps over the boards and creates this chance. Healthy, fresh, and for Draisaitl, gets his feet moving here, fends off a check and tries to go upstairs, and I think
who's provided some secondary scoring in the last month or so. A clear ahead, and now you've got Podkolzin to Draisaitl. Kapanen shoots into the glove of Askarov, knocked down, left in the corner. Toffoli with a chance to clear, drops it back for Orlov, but Colson won't let him out. This line has been outstanding for Edmonton in the early going. Draisaitl centering pass comes back to him on one hop, and now it's Emerson who shoots, and a glove save made by Askarov. 3 goals for Matthias Ekholm, including an empty netter bullseye from about 185 feet. Liljegren ahead. Misa to the net. Quick shot, save, rebound, score! And San Jose extends to a 3-0 lead.
Second overall pick in 2025. This is a great pickup. Look at this. He just takes off, and we've seen this a few times now from the Sharks. When they have possession in the zone, they're looking to get up ice, and this is a shooter. Gets a little bit of a bounce here on the hard rebound off of Ingram. Good first save, but bang, off the skate. A Bouchard finds the back of the net.
In recent weeks, McDavid over the line. Draisaitl, one-timer blasted by Bouchard and blocked away by Askarov. That was 96 miles an hour.
You don't want to do that. Edmonton needs to play a tighter middle 20.
Roslovic tracked by Ferraro inside, and a good chance, but Askarov staring down Savoy.
That was out of the zone. Here's the shift, and beautiful pass by Roslovic, who's so tricky when he slams on the brakes.
To close him out, turnover, and here come the Oilers. Short-handed chance, but Colson and Kapanen. Colson shot tipped, and that was off the glove of Askarov.
And he had to. Great back-checking here by the San Jose Sharks, and that just breaks it up. But still, this puck almost goes through.
Jab free. Off that rush by Misa, and now a shot by Eklund, fought off by Ingram.
I think you're bang on there on that assumption. That's who I would think would go there potentially.
Graff, a wraparound, and that almost found the far post, but
On this game on a nice one-timer. Digs the puck out, and then a nice wraparound. Undrafted player. 28 different teams were in the running for Colin Graff, and the San Jose Sharks were the ones that signed him.
here's Kapanen. Makes a move to his left. Ekholm advances the puck over. Draisaitl a dart to McDavid. He's had a chance to clear. Bouchard a shot. Poked in by Draisaitl, and the Oilers are on the board. Misa had a chance to clear when he didn't do it. Draisaitl polished up the rebound. That's his 26th, and it's down to 3-1.
And it's the blast by Bouchard. We saw the chance in tight on the drive to the net by Lazar. Great pass by Frederick to get into it. This is another Bouch ball. And you can see the reaction of Askarov with the right pat. He just extends it out. He's trying to get a piece of it. He thinks it's coming to the glove. Maybe deflects down into the pad. It sits there.
And that was high glove. Came off the glass. Bouchard. Entire 2 minutes. Nugent Hopkins. McDavid in front. Deflected. Heated by Askarov.
In the lane, forced him to be a little more precise. And then this one here as it bobbles in. Watch Askarov. Similar to the one in the second.
Got a second time to put it up the right-hand side. Smith did not get it out. Nurse steps up, shoots, and a kick save made by Askarov. That looked like a tough high slot redirect. 6:49 to go in the third. I don't know volleyball, guys. Draisaitl, heavy traffic in front. Here's in, across, McDavid. Trying to go cross ice, deflected out. Bouchard, excellent at keeping the zone. Draisaitl in front. Redirected wide by Ekholm in the slot. Then across to McDavid. He shoots and scores. 3-2. And a ton of time left. 3:05 remaining.
He plays alive. Couple key recoveries after attempts like this one here. Nugent Hopkins off the stick of Ekholm, the big defenseman in the bumper position. And then eventually works over to the other side, McDavid, and he elects to shoot this puck. Beautiful pass right here by Draisaitl. You open up that seam, he's going to find it for Connor McDavid. Picks his spot, hesitates for a split second to ensure a clean shot through, and he beats Askarov 3-2.
With Bouchard with a minute 10. Ekholm, McDavid in front. Stopped. Rebound cleared. But not out. Ekholm, a desperation hold. Bouchard tires. They've done it again. This game is tied.
In the third period with 3 unanswered goals by the Edmonton Oilers. This one here looks like it's out. Ostapchuk just can't get it over the line. It's kept in. And look at the traffic in front of Askarov on this one again. For Bouchard, he has such a powerful shot, but he takes some Steps up, picks his spot, threads it through the bodies. It looks like it deflects off somebody in front, makes its way by, and it's 3-3. And the Oilers, as you said, Jack, do it again.
Well, Liljegren had possession, just fired it right off Draisaitl. Here's McDavid. One-timer score! Zach Hyman! The Oilers come all the way back from 3-0 down to the third and win it 4-3 in overtime! Let's go!
A trio that you just can't do that. Hyman's the one that gets the change. Draisaitl goes off. And what a drive by McDavid, and a push off by Hyman to get himself open. Watch this. Cross check, separate, open up for the one-timer. Gets a little bit of a break off of Liljegren's leg as he one-times this puck. But they did not relinquish possession. A couple of times it was up for grabs. It was Draisaitl that gets it back. You're right, Liljegren, the one time had a chance, but it was short-lived. And the Oilers come on this one in overtime. We've seen
Your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they're the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, let's bring aboard inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, here's the number. This is all you need to know on how this matchup has gone. In the Connor McDavid era, the Edmonton Oilers are 9-16-2 against the Minnesota Wild.
Yeah, there's not many teams that the Oilers are in the negative against when Connor and Leon have been playing. To me, we were asked about it before the game. We're downstairs with Brendan. Minnesota always has good goaltending. And if you want to beat the Oilers, you have to have very, very good goaltending. But the biggest key, outside up front, Eriksson, excellent two-way centerman. But the Wild have always had good defense.
And
it's
Eriksson
usually
and Brodin.
Yeah, but they always have two pairings. So it wasn't, you can't beat the Oilers with one really good pairing because they've got a two-headed prong. So they got, if it's not Connor, it's Leon. You're going to get a mismatch. But Minnesota has always had two very good pairs. They don't have Brodin tonight, but they still have two good pairs. And they have a guy in Quinn Hughes that can play 30 minutes a night.
He's only playing 28 since coming there.
And another young star. Brock Faber's a fantastic young hockey player. So the Wild are still good. They got good defense. And nowadays they got a guy that can break the game open. And you said Kirill the Thrill. This is a good hockey club. And they will be better at the deadline. I believe they're going to try to build at the deadline because they got a tough division to get out of. This will be a test for the Edmonton Oilers.
Well, as you know, there is no team that is perfect. Every team has got a spot or two. The Oilers played great against Minnesota here when they lost 1-0.
They were the better team.
They outshot them like 33-15 in that game. But you said it, they're the number 2 league in save percentage. So give me a couple keys to tonight's game. Our Ford keys brought to you by Ford. Ready, set, Ford.
Well, you don't want to chase a game like you did last game because the Wild are a team that they have a shutdown defenseman. They have a shutdown centerman. They have great goaltending. So the Oilers don't want to chase. They got to be better up front. They got to manage the puck better than they did against the Sharks. Minnesota Wild got players that can score. And they've got to make it hard on the Wild defense and play in the offensive zone if you're the Edmonton Oilers. Make Quinn Hughes work in his defensive zone. Don't allow the Minnesota Wild easy access out. So a forecheck tonight will be imperative for the Edmonton Oilers.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. That wraps up Rogers Game Night. Rob Brown and Brendan Escott will join you during the intermissions. Cam Moon's got the call with me coming up next on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey, the Minnesota Wild and the Edmonton Oilers live from Rogers Place on Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Switching energy plans? You deserve a break. From admin fees, that is. New ACO Energy customers can go admin fee-free for 6 months on a fixed plan. Lock in stable rates with ACO Energy and save up to $130 when you bundle 2 fuels. Switching is quick and easy. Visit ACOenergy.com to sign up in minutes. Conditions apply. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822, toll-free in Alberta. Alberta.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
It's a new era for Ford in Edmonton. Welcome to Big West Ford. Located westbound on Stony Plain Road just east of the Henday, Big West Ford is Edmonton's newest and most exciting Ford dealership. Whether you're after the legendary F-150, the powerhouse 350 Super Duty, or the adventurous Bronco, they've got you covered with exceptional selection and service right here in your city. Big West Ford, driven by you. Visit Big West Ford at 18208 Stony Plain Road or online at bigwestford.com.
Meet Joe. Joe knows that a happy partner equals a happy trip. Joe booked a room through Edmonton's besthotels.com and scored up to $225 in rewards. Hello date night, fancy dinner, the works. Joe is smart. Be like Joe. Visit edmontonsbesthotels.com to book your next stay in Edmonton.
Here at Rogers Place, the Edmonton Oilers taking on the Minnesota Wild. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Aidan Gannam. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Oilers coming off a overtime win over the San Jose Sharks. They have won 3 in a row, trying to push that to 4, which would be a season high as they take on the Wild here tonight at Rogers Place. Let's head downstairs for the national anthems and Robert Clark.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is OilCountry. With the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at at Rogers Place, the Edmonton Oilers, the Minnesota Wild. We go to our starting lineup, and it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Building a home or a championship team, it happens one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building, proudly celebrating 50 years for the Oilers. Up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Kasperi Kapanen. On defense, Darnell Nurse and Jake Wallman. Tristan Jarry starts in goal. For the Wild, Joel Eriksson Ek starts up front with Marcus Johansson and Matt Boldy. On defense, Jacob Middleton and Jared Spurgeon. Jesper Volstad starts in goal. The referees, Peter McDougall and Tom Shimoulevsky, Travis Gowerlitz and Ben O'Quinn. They're on the lines. We dropped the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place as Draisaitl shoots it in. Volstad just slows it up against the corner. Middleton across to Spurgeon, the Edmonton product, up the right wing. Through the middle to Eriksson Ek, and as he brought it in, Johansson in early, and the Wild are offside 16 seconds in.
So, Cam, as you know, the Oilers have a lot of skill on their team, and at times have not played north and south to start games. And there's been turnovers from some of their better players, 3 of the 6 home games that have led to them having to chase games out of the gate. They were able to come back against San Jose. To me, there's no recipe for success against a team that's number 2 in the league in save percentage. They got to have a better start. Got to manage the puck well here against Vinny.
Podkolzin will get it out, gets to Kapanen at center. Now on the left to Draisaitl. Into the Minnesota zone, has it on the left wing. Left side to Kapanen, to the blue line. Draisaitl shot. Volstad steers that aside with his stick. And the puck in behind the net. Spurgeon on the right to Boldy. Boldy will take his time, bump it across to Middleton, go off for a change. We're just underway. The Edmonton Oilers, the Minnesota Wild, here at Rogers Place. Faber to center. Through the middle, missed Zuccarello with it. It's going to go right to Jarry. Scoops it up with his glove, and he's going to hold on.
So what the Wild have done a lot over the last few years is have Eriksson Ek at center and Brodin on defense going head-to-head against McDavid. Right? They've sort of layered the defense, and then they've tended to have pretty good goaltending. And it's been a challenge.
Yep. Face off to the left of Jarry. The last Oilers win against Minnesota in Edmonton, December 8th at 23. It's been a couple seasons. Off the right side, puck comes in front of the net, and Jarry pokes it into the corner. McDavid on the left, Kaprizov got it free. That's kicked out by Jarry. Then the rebound just hammered wide by Faber. What a chance. And the pass up the middle. Breakaway pass. McDavid in. Backhand save by Volstad, and he covers it up. Minute 15 into a scoreless first. Wild with 2 chances at the Edmonton end, and then the Oilers with a breakaway.
Well, the puck was on the stick of the right player for Edmonton. Nugent Hopkins threaded the needle on a long stretch to McDavid, and he was gone. No one's catching him. Tried to open up Volstad with the 5-hole, and he's a big man. 33 save shutout performance in here on December 1st, and that woke Edmonton's offense up. And McDavid started shooting the puck. That was one of the big differences. And that's why he's got the most goals in the league since December 1st.
Emerson's shot off a stick goes wide. It's along the boards, goes to the blue line. Sent towards the net, steered aside by Volstad on the shot by Roslovic. And the puck up near the line, and it comes out. So Stastny inside the Edmonton zone to Emerson on the right through the middle off the stick of Savoy. Volstad to the left wing corner for Hughes. Now on the left side, top of the circle, and getting it out to center ice is Yurov. Comes into the Oiler end to the right wing corner, and the angle shot goes off the pad of Jarry, and it comes out. Tarasenko let it go from a sharp angle.
Good hit.
And
Emerson got a piece of his throws on the offside.
He did too. The offside, he got a good piece of them. We're a minute 55 here into a scoreless first period.
Vinny hit his throws and now on his 7th NHL team. Once had a spirited scrap with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
RNH doesn't do it often, but when he does, it's usually pretty good. Yeah. Puck sent up the right wing off the stick of Frederick. Goes into the Wild zone. It's in behind the net, and Janmark gets it in front, and that shot's blocked as Frederick let it go. Wallman will keep it in on the left wing point. Left side to Lazar. That hit Trennan. The puck cleared out. And now Juracek with it inside his own end for Minnesota. Across to Damon Hunt up the left wing, directed in. Nurse will go behind the net, reverse it, but Foligno's going to get to it first. To Trennan, his shot off the left wing. Went off of Frederick to the right wing point. Juracek into the middle, and that's off a stick. Goes in behind the Edmonton goal. And Nurse has it there. Nurse will wait. Both teams make changes. As Nurse in behind the Edmonton net. Nurse steps up on the left side to Wallman, now across to Nugent-Hopkins. They give it to McDavid, that's offside at the Wild line.
So straight hard match here from Chris Knobloch, the Oilers head coach. They put the Hartman line out there. McDavid came on instead of Draisaitl, and now they're going to have Eriksson Ek out. I bet you're going to see Draisaitl come on the ice here.
Yep.
And that's what 7 years of post-secondary education gets you, Cam.
That's right.
Most guys are called doctor with that, not failed art student.
Say you got your doctorate in hockey by this point. As the puck goes into the Wild zone, Middleton will turn back, go get it. He's in behind the net, and he's got Kapanen right on him. Takes him to the corner boards. Puck comes free. Kapanen, the backhand, the save by Volstead, and he holds onto it. Great work by Kapanen on the forecheck.
Edmonton's been a different team with him in the lineup since he's come back, and he has been knocked out of the lineup once, but 7-1-2 in the 10 games. Of course, missed over 30-plus games, played the first 6 of the year, got hurt in Detroit trying to throw a hit, and he gives Edmonton speed, and the Oilers need to add more speed, and that will be something we might see by the deadline.
Boldy in the right wing corner as it poked off his stick. Middleton will get to it on the left. Up the left wing to Johansson, won't get it out. It goes to Draisaitl. Shoots! Scores! Leon Draisaitl into the slot. Goes stick side on Volstead. It's 1-0 Oilers.
Well, that was a candidated drive from Leon Draisaitl. I mean, he's won the Rocket Richard Trophy last year, multiple-time 50-goal scorer. High slot giveaway. Puck went right to him, and he let her rip and picked the top blocker's side.
27th of the year for Draisaitl. He's got points in 4 straight games. And the Edmonton Oilers, 3 minutes and 16 seconds into this first period, are up by a score of 1-0. And at the Edmonton blue line is Wallman. Wallman up the right wing, off the stick of Nugent-Hopkins. Hughes, left side to Hartman, got it to center ice. Zuccarello will shoot it in. That's going to be icing against the Wild.
And as you know, the Oilers have been pretty good when they've scored this year. They are 22-1-4 when scoring first.
Well, that is a good sign. When the opposition scores first, the Wild are 8-10-4.
Which is a really good record.
That is pretty good.
They're a good team.
Yeah, they are.
And Bill Guerin's going to make them better.
They're 16-5-5 in their last 26.
Like I said, they're a good team.
They're a good team. Puck in the right wing corner in the Wild zone. Goes over to Hartman. Coming in is Nurse. Nurse takes a swipe at it. Hartman is able to clear it out. Wallman inside his own blue line. 1-0 Oilers on the goal by Leon Draisaitl. Pass on the left, Zuccarello into the Oilers' end, into the middle. The shot by Hartman, saved by Jari. The rebound, Zuccarello just jammed it wide. Puck on the left wing. Zuccarello to the right wing corner for Kaprizov. Kaprizov on the right side to the middle of the ice to Faber. Now over to Hughes, takes it across the line. A shot, pinballs to the net, kicked out by Jari. And the puck to the line, it comes out. Good save by Tristan.
Got to manage the puck. Darnell Nurse threw a grenade up the boards, and that created the turnover. They got 2 looks.
Back to the point to Faber. Now on the right. Hit a stick. Now it's to Tarasenko. Has it on the right wing for the Wild. Into the middle. To Urov. His shot. And that's kicked out by Jari. Good stop again. The puck along the boards. And Wallman will get it out through the middle of the ice to Savoy. Left wing to McDavid. Over the line. He's in the middle to Savoy. Oh! Just off the outside of the net on the one-time shot. Maybe hit the outside of the post as Emberson will dump the puck in behind the goal.
I think Connor's got to shoot it there, Cam. He had the middle look.
It was right between the hash marks. Puck in the left corner. Hughes on the right to Faber. 1-0 Oilers here in the first. 5:15 gone. Brought in on the right by Roslovic. He's up to the line. That's poked off his stick. It comes out. Hinostroza in the Oilers zone. Lost it. And Roslovic through the neutral zone will dump the puck into the right wing corner of the Wild end. Juracek, right wing to Yurov. Only got it to center and brought in by Frederick. That's offside as Roslovic was dumped down inside the Wild blue line.
Well, Jari's had a good start to this game because they've had 3 point-blank looks, and he's finding pucks early.
Yeah, he's had to make some very good saves.
Did he have a... Oh, yeah, he should have shot the puck.
Yeah.
Just showing the McDavid replay.
Yeah, they just...
Even if he shoots it low pad, it might go right to Savoy anyways on the rebound.
Yep. Center ice, Bouchard will dump it in. Bouchard points at 4 straight coming into this. Now over to the left side. Frederick to the blue line to Ekholm. Shot doesn't get through. To the left wing corner is Lazar. Drive it in front. Wallstad to save. It covers it up. Great job by Lazar.
Curtis Lazar, hard net drive. Of course, won a Memorial Cup with Tristan Jarry, 2014. And that's the last WHL champion to win the Memorial Cup.
Edmonton Oil Kings, 2014. They won the league in 12, went to the league final in 13, and won the Memorial Cup in 14. That is a heck of a run.
And they beat Portland. They played Portland in all 3 of those
That's
series.
right. And Portland went to the Memorial Cup in 13.
And that's a time where Portland had the advantage of maybe getting a little bit better American players than everybody else. Now with the new rules of the NCAA, you got teams like Medicine Hat with 8 Americans. That's a penalty right off the draw.
Yeah, Lazar got the stick up on Middleton off the draw, and Edmonton is about to be shorthanded. They're going to take a look at Middleton and see to what degree this is.
They're talking about it.
But the Wild are going on the power play. There's a conference.
Always worry once they go into a conference here. I mean, it's simple. If he draws blood in that situation, you would expect if it was against an Oiler player, you'd say that's got to be a 4.
Yeah, they're still... Oh.
Here's the call.
Edmonton, number 20, 2-minute minor, high sticking.
Okay. They must have been discussing whether there was a penalty or not.
Yeah. He got him.
Oh, yeah, got him.
There's no question about that. All right, so Minnesota's power play is really good. It's 6th in the league at 24.3%. Oilers penalty killing is 14th in the league at 79.6%. The Oilers are 4th in the league at faceoffs at 52.4%, but it's a right side draw, and Lazar's in the box. He's their best right side faceoff man right now.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Face off to the right of Jarry. His last game was Monday against Anaheim. 37 saves in that 7-4 win. Puck goes right to Bouchard on the backhand, high in the air, saucers it down the ice.
The guy's got a great stick, and he's added penalty killing to his repertoire. Bouchard really becoming an outstanding all-around defenseman.
Here's a breakaway pass. Eriksson Ek comes in, shoots, scores. Eriksson Ek got the breakaway pass at the Edmonton line. Was in between the D, goes in and scores a power play goal. And the game's tied at 1.
And that's a pre-scout. They scored the same way here last year in a long stretch, right down the middle of the ice. Hughes right on the tape to Eriksson Ek, and he'd split the seam between Bouchard and Ekholm, elevated the puck up and over Tristan Jarry. That was a nice looking play.
Eriksson Ek gets his 14th of the year, and he's got points in 4 straight games. And Hughes
got to have a little bit tighter. Yeah. Can't be that far apart defensively.
6:15 time of the goal. Power play goal by the Wild ties the game at 1.
Not every team, a lot of teams wait to do a reload there. There was no reload there. They went up the ice and hit the stretch. Nice looking play.
It's at center ice, Boldy. Hughes picks up an assist. He's got points in 8 straight games. Up the right side, Boldy directs it in to the Oiler end. Eriksson Ek goes after it. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Wallman to the left wing corner for Podkolzin through the middle and right to Hughes in the Wild. They'll get it out to center for Johansson. Johansson to the left wing, taken hard to the left wing boards by Podkolzin.
You heard him with that hit.
Oh. Yeah.
Skated
Johansson
right through.
is slowly going to skate over to the Wild bench as Faber comes out through the middle. Left wing to Hughes. Over the Edmonton line. His pass picked off. Nugent Hopkins to Kapanen. Kapanen into his own end for Bouchard. Bouchard on the left wing. Matthias Ekholm to Nugent Hopkins, going cross ice to Hyman. Hughes and Volstad with the assists on the goal by Eriksson Ek. And the puck into the Edmonton zone. McDavid lost it, and you're off a chance. Couldn't get a shot through. And the puck goes over to the left wing. Hinostroza, left wing corner to the blue line to Middleton. Now across to Spurgeon. A snapshot saved by Jari. The rebound swept just wide of the Edmonton net. In the right wing corner, it's McDavid will get it out to Bouchard. Now on the right side, it's center to Hyman. Taken to the boards. Bouchard will bring the puck in. Bouchard's got it on the right wing point. We're tied at 1. We're here in the first. The Oilers in the Wild. Top of the circle to McDavid. In front of the net. Scores! Nugent Hopkins had it. Hit his skate and go in. It's 2-1 Edmonton.
This is going to be a good goal. I mean, I know it went off of his boot, but by no means do I believe for a second there was an intent to direct it. And Bouchard with a great keep at the point. And then McDavid swoops off the half wall and just directs one in front. RNH got a little bit lucky. Minnesota is taking a look here. I think it's a good goal. Yeah, he was not Rick Tootin on that one.
No. Nugent Hopkins goes to the side of the net. McDavid put it right off his skate and in. And Edmonton's up 2-1. 8:01 time of the goal. Nugent Hopkins gets his 13th of the year. And McDavid will have points in 4 straight. Same with Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
And Bouchard's going to get the second assist on that goal.
So he'll have points in 5 straight. And the Oilers restore the lead. They're up 2-1 here on the Wild. Puck dumped in by Draisaitl. Goes to the right wing corner in Minnesota territory. Up against the boards. Rims on the left. Stastny in behind the net. Roslovic let it go by right to Draisaitl. Draisaitl off the right wing boards. He got checked on the play. Kaprizov down the left wing into the Oiler and taken hard to the boards. Puck goes to the left wing corner. It comes out. Zuccarello's shot. That was blocked by Savoy. Puck to the left wing point. Middleton over to Spurgeon. Now to Kaprizov. A shot. It's blocked. Puck goes to Spurgeon. A backhand. It went off of Stastny. Stastny up the right wing will get it out. Roslovic to center with Savoy. Now to Savoy over the line to Roslovic. Right wing to Draisaitl. A shot that got blocked. It goes to the right corner. 2-1 Oilers here in the first. Nurse with it left wing point. To Wallman on the right. To Draisaitl. To Frederick. Shot off the stick of Hartman. Goes to the left wing corner. Savoy to Frederick. To the right wing point for Wallman. He'll keep it in. Gets past Zuccarello. Gives it to Frederick. His pass to the middle gets broken up. And Hartman will get it high in the air and out.
This is a coach's nightmare, but a fan's dream. This is awesome.
Frederick will shoot it in. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Juracek into the corner. Got hit by Szymanski. Janmark's shot just goes wide. And the puck in the left wing corner. In behind the net. Szymanski to Frederick. To the left wing point to Nurse. On the left wing for Janmark into the corner. Szymanski up against the boards with Juracek. Puck comes free, goes into the slot, and Foligno there for the Wild. Give it to Trennan. He can loop back in his own end. It's across on the left. And it's Hunt with it in his own zone over to Juracek. Juracek out to center ice. Foligno Directs it to Boldy. He'll come in through the middle. Over to the right wing. Boldy back to the line. Hughes, a shot blocked. It comes in front of the goal, and unable to get his stick on it was Foligno. And coming out is McDavid. 3-on-2 down the right wing. Cross-ice pass. Nugent Hopkins trying to get it back in front, and that was broken up. Trennan up in the air and out with it.
Bit of a missed opportunity for Edmonton there, not get a shot on the 3-on-2.
Bouchard at center ice, left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Into the Minnesota zone. Off the end boards to Hyman. Left wing point for Ekholm. In behind the net to Hyman. Off his stick, batted in the air, goes into the left wing corner. Boldy is battling for it, and it goes in behind the net. Now a penalty coming up to Connor McDavid as he tripped up Hughes. With 9:12 to go here in the first, Edmonton about to be shorthanded. It's a 2-1 Oiler lead over the Wild. With 9:12 to go in the first. Here from Rogers Place, we'll take a break. When we come back, Oilers on the PK. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway and Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Connor McDavid off for a trip. Second power play of the game for the Wild. They're 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 2-1, Edmonton leads, 9:12 to go in the first period.
Lazar back out there, first time since he took the penalty. They scored on a terrific stretch from Hughes to Eriksson-Ek. High event game through the first 10 minutes of this one. 16 shots on goal, 3 goals.
Lots of good chances to score for both teams. Puck gets to the left wing corner, and Zuccarello goes in behind the net to the right wing point to Kaprizov, to Boldy, and he wanted to get it to Hughes. He does, but it comes out over the line, and the Wild regroup. Kaprizov at center ice. Into the Oiler end on the left to Zuccarello. Left wing point to Boldy. He's going to walk right in. He'll shoot it. Save made by Jari. That one hit him up high, and it's cleared out down the ice by Lazar.
They're checking on Jari to make sure he's okay. Of course, McDavid's one of the Oilers' penalty killers up front.
He's in the box right now. As Hughes went to drop it back, that goes off of Savoy, and he can one-hand it into the Wild zone.
He got slashed. They didn't call it. Fans didn't like it.
Boldy into the Oiler end. Left wing to Zuccarello. And then the puck got given away to Savoy. Went off to Eriksson-Ek, right to Savoy, and he's able to dump it down the ice. Wallstad will set it in behind the net. Out comes Quinn Hughes. Hughes to center. Now back to Johansson, and he comes into the Oiler end to Spurgeon to Johansson. It's a rolling puck, top of the circle. Bouchard's clearing attempt kept in by Faber. And now pushed out of the zone by Podkolzin. Spurgeon will go back into his end. Give it to Faber. Penalty over in 39 seconds. 2-1 Edmonton lead. 7:49 to go here in the first period. Johansson into the Oiler end on the right wing, and that comes off a stick, goes right to Ekholm, and he'll drill it down the ice. Wallstead pushing up to Faber. Faber into the Oiler end. to the right wing, and out comes across to Tarasenko, top of the circle on the left, to the blue line to Spurgeon. Right wing to Faber, across to Tarasenko. Tarasenko to Spurgeon, a shot tipped wide of the Edmonton goal. Stastny takes it to the end boards. Penalty over here in a few seconds. Coming out and getting it out was Emberson, and McDavid's back on the ice. Minnesota 1 for 2 with a man advantage. As Hughes has it at his own blue line. We've got 7 minutes to go in the first. 2-1 Edmonton leads. Hyman breaking things up at center. Put it into the Wild zone. Middleton will go in behind his net. He'll stop there. Up the right wing. Boldy did not touch it. That's icing against the Wild. The Oilers Kids in Oil Country Mega 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's now live. Tonight's early bird prizes include 5 chances to win $1,000 cash and tickets to Bruno Mars at Rogers Stadium. So get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50 for more chances to win. Face off to the right of Volstead. 6:51 to go here in the first. 2-1 Oilers lead the Wild.
Drop the puck, Stripes.
Puck goes to the right wing corner. Hughes on the right wing boards gets it out.
Oilers have loaded up McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman here.
Draisaitl has it right now. He's got one for Edmonton tonight. So is Nugent Hopkins. Eriksson Ek with the goal for the Wild. Puck brought in by Ekholm on the right wing. Off the right wing boards, it goes into the corner. And Middleton through the middle to Hughes. Then Hughes fans on his pass, and Draisaitl steals. Draisaitl into the Minnesota zone on the right wing. To the right wing corner, pass in front of the net, went off of Ekholm. And Hughes in behind his goal. He's trying to shake off Draisaitl. Cross to Middleton. Through the middle of the ice. And it gets to Kaprizov at center on the left. He gets wedged against the boards by Hyman. Puck goes into the Minnesota zone. Spurgeon turning off the left wing. Cross to Faber. He pushed it too far ahead and lost it. So Frederick in over the line, then he lost it himself. Spurgeon will get it out on the backhand.
Had a chance to make a play there. Janmark was breaking, but that's the sort of year it's been for Frederick.
Frederick comes in on the right wing, a shot, and that goes off of Spurgeon and swept aside by Volstead. Puck on the right wing. Top of the circle, and Spurgeon got it out. Left wing to Trennan, or Foligno. Foligno into the zone. Trying to get it to Trennan. Doesn't. And off the left wing, Roslovic will get it out. Right wing finds Frederick. He'll shoot the puck in. 2-1 Oilers lead. 5:10 to go here in the opening period. Frederick in the right wing corner. To the point for Emberson. Rip it around on the left wing boards. Roslovic up against the boards. He got pinned. Yurchenko get it out. Give it to Trennan. Comes into the Oilers zone on the left wing. Stood up by Emberson. Loose puck to Draisaitl. Penalty coming up to the Wild. And they do touch it. And the Edmonton Oilers are going on the power play. It's going to be a hooking call.
Trennan.
And Trennan's going to the box. The Edmonton Oilers on the power play when we come back. 2-1. Edmonton leads. 4:48 to go here in the first. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. Around these parts, we work hard, play hard, and we demand the best. Sometimes you need a truck that's a cut above. The Ford Super Duty. Tough enough for any job with the style and luxury you deserve. It's as powerful as it is refined, with cutting-edge features that make every drive a pleasure. In short, this ain't your everyday pickup. The Ford Super Duty. Drive the finest truck Alberta has to offer today at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PV sent you.
Alberta, it's time to be mighty. The Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is back. Get in to win the $2.5 million grand prize. An extraordinary luxury Riverview show home in Keswick plus $100,000 cash. That's not all you can win. The Oilers Power Play and $75,000 VIP prize. The Porsche Cayenne bonus prize. And the BMW in Barcelona early bird prize. Every ticket has the power to change lives. Be mighty. Support Stollery Kids. Get your tickets now at MightyMillionsLottery.com.
Do your tires feel like hockey pucks on the road? Perhaps it's time for a new set of Atturo tires. No matter what you drive, Atturo has the right fit for you, including the all-new Trailblade HT and AZ810, premium all-weather tires for your pickup, car, SUV, or crossover. You can rest assured that Atturo tires will get you through all 4 seasons. Available at Action Car and Truck, Point S, and tire shops everywhere. Find a dealer near you at atturo.com.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 2-1 Oilers lead the Wild. 4:48 to go in the first. Edmonton on the power play. Their first of the game. Presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com.
Oilers' best power play in the NHL, 31.6%. Perhaps the weakest part of Minnesota's games are PK at 77.6%. That's 24th in the league. And again, they've got the second best save percentage of the goalies. So teams have gotten to them a bit on when they've had to PK.
Face off to the right of Volstad. Puck to the left wing point. Bouchard to the middle, left side, Nugent Hopkins to the side of the net. Hyman got it in front of the goal. That was broken up by Boldy. Clears it out. Jarry will set it behind the net for Bouchard. He comes out through the middle. Then at center, swings it back to McDavid with speed over the Wild line. Left side to Nugent Hopkins to the blue line. In the middle for Bouchard. Left wing point to Nugent Hopkins. Now to McDavid, left side. To the point to Bouchard, to McDavid. McDavid in front of the net, broken up. It's jammed into the slot, and it's Nugent Hopkins recovering. Left wing corner to McDavid. His pass all the way over to the right. Draisaitl has it. Draisaitl at the top of the circle now to Dot. Right wing corner, McDavid to Draisaitl. A shot saved by Volstad. He covers up. A quick little give and go. Draisaitl to McDavid. Volstad with the save.
Solid stop from Volstad. The Oilers sometimes trying to set it up for Draisaitl off the right flank, and that time he went in the middle bumper, and McDavid came all the way from the left flank over to the right flank and set up a look for Leon.
Face off to the left of Volstad. 1:06 to go in the penalty to Yakov Trenin, who's in the box for the Wild.
Using your off here in the PK.
Yeah, taking the draw.
Taking the draw here. It should be an advantage to McDavid. He's a veteran center.
McDavid wins it. Puck to the right wing point. Draisaitl. Right side to McDavid. Towards the net to Draisaitl. Oh, he just put it wide of the goal. And standing on the doorstep was Zach Hyman. Hyman off the left wing boards to the point for Bouchard. On the left wing, Nugent Hopkins. A shot saved by Volstad. Puck to the right corner. Middleton to Faber, and he will sail it down the ice. From behind the net is Bouchard. On the right wing, off the boards to McDavid. Flies through center into the Wild zone. Gets to the middle. Puck chopped to the corner. Podkolzin got it to the blue line. Right side, it goes to Draisaitl. To McDavid. Almost ran into Draisaitl. Just avoided him. McDavid across to Draisaitl into the slot. Bouchard shot. Volstad booted it out with the left pad. The puck along the boards. Goes in behind the net and cleared out by Hunt.
Well, they haven't updated the shots, but Edmonton had 3 or 4 really good looks there.
Trenton's penalty is just about over. 2-1 Edmonton leads. 2:49 to go here in the first. Wallman into the Wild zone. Got checked. Edmonton 0 for 1 on the power play. Hughes in the left wing corner. Through the middle to Faber. Come into the Oiler end. Look into the net. He'll take it to the net, but he doesn't get a shot. Wallman rims on the left. Podkolzin to Roslovic, and he did get it out. Zuccarello up the left wing. Now to Kaprizov into the Oilers zone. Goes in behind the net. Played it in front, and that's broken up. And Podkolzin got it out.
Vasili's got to get off the ice. He's been out there for about a minute.
Hughes has to wait. Kaprizov was offside. Hughes still with it in the neutral zone. Cross ice pass, gave it away to Kapanen. He'll come in on the right. His shot blocked by Faber. Kapanen to the right wing corner. Shakes off Faber. Gets to the top of the circle. Oh, pass to the middle to Wallman. Now on the left to Nurse. He'll get it in front. The save by Volstad. May have been redirected by Lazar. It's in behind the goal. Hughes on the right wing for Zuccarello. He lost it. Couldn't get it out. Janmark out of the left wing corner. In front of the net. It got to the slot. And the puck cleared out as Hartman will get it to center to Kaprizov. And now to Urov at center ice. He'll dump it in.
That fourth line's had good possession time in the offensive zone. That's a tough play from Jari.
Jari got it to Bouchard.
Yikes.
And he did get it out. And Nugent-Hopkins for McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins into the wild end. Puck goes to the right wing corner. Hyman into the right wing corner, but Hino Strohs will come up with it for the Wild. Will rim it. It won't get out. Ekholm has it on the left wing point. Comes across the line. Gave it to Bouchard. He'll wait. He's looking for a shooting lane. Now he finds it. He'll let it go. And that one got blocked in front, went off of Middleton. We're in the last minute here of the first. 2-1 Edmonton leads. And the puck out to the neutral zone. And it's McDavid right back in on the right wing to the middle to Hyman. Oh, he just put it wide. He ran into Volstad. And Hyman's going to get a penalty. It was 44 seconds to go here in the first period.
I might say the same thing again. Just shoot the puck. You can't pass it in the net on a goalie this good. And now Hyman's going to get a penalty. They're going to have a chance to tie it here, Cam, late in the first.
We're going to take a break. 44 seconds to go in the first. 2-1 Edmonton leads from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers game day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next game day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on February 4th at On the Rocks. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Hey, Oil Country. Stranded in the snow? Stuck on the side of the road? Or just locked out of your ride? Visit OilCountryTowing.com, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 towing and roadside rescue team. Oil Country Towing will get you going.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 44 seconds to go in the first. 2-1 Oilers lead the Wild. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Zach Hyman off for goaltender interference. Third power play of the period for the Wild.
Third offensive zone penalty Edmonton's taken in this game. And if McDavid just shoots it and Hyman attacks the net for the rebound, don't end up in that situation. Instead, he tried to pass it in through Hyman.
Off the draw, puck to the line. Hughes to the middle. Left wing, Zuccarello will shoot it. Save Jari. Rebound comes across. They score. Kaprizov at the side of the net got the rebound. It's a power play goal, and this game's tied at 2.
The Oilers have been the better team 5-on-5 in this game, but they've taken 3 offensive zone penalties, and the Wild have scored twice, and they've scored 2 different ways. And Eric Sinek, open tap inside of that 30th goal of the year for Kaprizov. He's never missing that.
Nope. So Kaprizov, the goal scorer on the Oiler penalty kill. It was brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
So that's seen the Oilers get touched up a bit on the PK here of late.
And we're tied at 2. 19:24 will be the time of that goal. Couple games ago, Anaheim goes 3 for 4. Man advantage.
You'll never see Minnesota get as many.
Puck brought in and it's set in front of the net by Johansson. Nobody from the Wild could get their stick on it.
When's the last time you've seen the Wild give up this many odd man breaks, right? You got to make it count.
You do. First got it out to Draisaitl. 14 seconds go in the period. Across the Wallman into the Wild zone. Left wing corner. Tried to pass. Went off of Faber. That goes out of play. 7 seconds to go here in the first period. We're tied at 2. But yeah, it has been high event for a game versus Minnesota.
Yeah. And they're giving up chances off the rush. Talk to some of the people around their organization. They'll tell you that they've hit a bit of, they want to get to the break here, but Edmonton is not in a solid spot as Minnesota is. Oilers got to, you're in your stretch run. I know the Olympic break's coming up. You got to find ways to win games right now.
Hughes goes behind his goal, left side to Eriksson Ek. He'll get it out. Boldy shot it towards the net as the period ends. Eriksson Ek and Zuccarello get the assists on that goal by Kaprizov. As Bob said, his 30th of the season. And this one's tied at 2 through 20 minutes here at Rogers Place. Minnesota going 2 for 3 on the power play in that period. The Oilers getting even strength goals. Leon Draisaitl and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins getting goals for Edmonton. Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov, the goal scorers for the Wild.
But not capitalizing on all their odd man break opportunities, and they're getting a lot.
We can head downstairs. Aiden Gannam standing by with Jack Roslovic.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Jack, first 20 minutes in the books, very back and forth. A lot of penalties on both sides, which has kind of resulted in this 2-2 score. Just take me through the first 20 from your eyes.
Yeah, I think we outbattled them 5-on-5. I think their power play kept them in the game. So I think if we can just stay out of the box, we can win this one.
Second time facing Jesper Wallstedt this season. Last time you guys went up against him, he managed to blank the group. 2 goals in the first period. Just what's kind of been the difference there for your team?
2 good shot, a good shot, and then a nice lucky bounce getting driving to the net. So it's a recipe. We got to put more pucks on net, test them a little bit more.
Thanks, Jack.
Yep, thank you.
Guys.
All right, there we go. Aiden Gannam downstairs with Jack Roslovic.
Simple. Stay out of the box. And again, 3 offensive zone penalties. Second time in 3 games that Curtis Lazar gets a stick up off a draw. And they made a great play on the first power play goal, and Lazar got beat clean on the second power play goal. And they moved away from something. They'd started the first few PKs of late. The start of the penalty kill with the pairing of Bouchard and Ekholm together, and instead they deviated and went to Emerson and Stastny, and they got, a little bit beat down low. So we're in a 2-2 game. I think they've left a couple opportunities there by not shooting the puck off the rush. And Minnesota's power play has been lethal in this game. That's part of the reason why we're tied at 2 after 1.
Lots going on in that opening 20 minutes. Draisaitl and Nugent-Hopkins score for Edmonton. Eriksson Ek and Kaprizov for the Wild. Lots of excitement in the opening 20. Tied at 2 after the first period. Lots of excitement coming up in the first intermission. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got it for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
Poetry, humor, and the Trojan War collide in the modern world as Shadow Theater presents an Iliad, on now through February 8th at the Varscona Theater. Tickets at shadowtheater.org. Then, pondering Scooby-Doo, where are you? Look no further than Rogers Place as the Oil Kings host the Scooby-Doo Family Day game on February 16th. Tickets on sale now. Jinkies.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Boldy in the right wing corner as it poked off his stick. Middleton will get to it on the left. Up the left wing to Johansson. Won't get it out. It goes to Draisaitl. Shoots. Scores! Leon Draisaitl into the slot. Goes stick side on Volstead. It's 1-0 Oilers.
Here's your highlight zone brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. It's all knotted up at 2 after 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place on this Saturday night between the Oilers and Minnesota Wild. Penalty-filled first 20 minutes there, and Minnesota made no mistake capitalizing with a couple of power play goals. That is how we got to this point right now. Joel Eriksson-Ek and Kirill Kaprizov from Minnesota. Leon Draisaitl, as you heard there, and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins on a deflected shot are your goal scorers. We've got Rob Brown with us, high above ice level, former NHLer. Brownie, just your assessment of that opening frame for us.
I would say highly entertaining, high event. I think, and Bob was talking there, he thought 5-on-5 the Oilers were the better team. Yes, to a degree. I thought both teams had some good chances 5-on-5. I thought despite both goalies giving up 2 goals, there were some really good looks. I mean, Matt Boldy walked in, fired one off the head of Tristan Jarry on one play. Faber broke through a couple times and had good looks. And Jarry made some good saves in the blue paint. And on the other end, a couple really nice saves by Wallstedt. I mean, he got, last time these two teams played, or when Wallstedt played, he had a lot of puck luck. I mean, that was a game that he was great, but had puck luck. Tonight, he had a little bad luck as the puck was off Nugent-Hopkins and beats him. The Oilers, little sloppy with their sticks, and the Minnesota Wild already had a Faber and a Kaprizov and Eriksson-Ek, and then they make the trade for Quinn Hughes. Their power play got better. You do not want to give them multiple power plays in a game, let alone in a period. They took advantage of their power plays, but to me that was 2 good teams playing a very good period, and we as fans and media got to be entertained.
Coaches, meantime, might have some more gray hair by the time this is all done. I think John Hines is bald, actually, off the top of my head.
He's been coaching long enough to lose all hair, gray or brown or whatever he started with.
That's right. Okay, so yes, Draisaitl and Nugent-Hopkins for Edmonton. Joel Eriksson-Ek and Kirill Kaprizov for the Wild. And that Eriksson-Ek goal was beautiful. That pass from Quinn Hughes right down the gut was phenomenal. And then you got to finish it off once you get the opportunity to. Snuck in behind the defense and made no mistake.
Well, teams pre-scout, so they know what the Oilers' tendencies are, and we have seen them beat with that play a few times. To me, if you're going to beat the Oilers' penalty kill, it's off the rush. Don't try to come in and set it up. That's what the Oilers want you to do. But on that play, Quinn Hughes, one of the best in the world, top 2-3 defensemen in the world, possibly the best some nights. And he makes a great play. Both Bouchard got caught napping a little bit there. Eriksson-Ek comes from his side. So it was a great pass, but what a move by Eriksson-Ek. That was, every once in a while you see a goal, and for me that I get excited about, because that was, there's something special. That was something special. He came in, he sold backhand, Tristan Jarry bit, and then he went. And I know that Bob said he got it up and over Jarry. He just got it up and over the air because there was no goaltender between him and the puck in the net when he put it in. That was just a great play by Hughes, fantastic finish by Eriksson-Ek. They saw something on tape. They were able to execute it perfectly and got a big goal for the Minnesota Wild at that time.
They sure did. And then it was Eriksson-Ek that kind of set up the Kaprizov goal as well, sweeping the puck across the crease there with the presence of mind to find the open man in sort of a goalmouth situation. So for a guy that we highlighted in the pregame as being somebody that could be a complete difference maker for his defensive side of things, here you've got Eriksson-Ek contributing to both goals and a 2-2 start to this game too.
He's a very, very good player in this league. We've seen tonight that the Oilers are taking McDavid away from him. They don't want McDavid going against Eriksson-Ek. They want Leon and the big body and physicality of Leon out against him. But Eriksson-Ek, he's got nice hands. He plays with a bit of snarl. He plays kind of like Leon plays angry. Leon is not an easy guy to play against because he's not just a skilled player. He's physical. He's mean. He's a little nasty at times. Eriksson-Ek doesn't accept that. He will push back. So Eriksson-Ek had a really good first period, and I mean, Kaprizov, there's some players that may fumble that because it was into his feet. Kaprizov's not one of those players. He's a superstar. He makes no mistake. And that was a big goal for the Wild. The Oilers take the lead. They have a couple other good chances late in the period, but that penalty in the offensive zone comes back and costs the Edmonton Oilers, and Kaprizov makes no mistake. So again, I think both teams will be happy with the energy level and the execution for the most part in that period. Both teams made big mistakes. Bouchard not finding Eriksson on the penalty kill, and I believe it was Johansson who turned the puck over in the high slot to Leon Draisaitl. I mean, there's two guys in the Oilers you can't turn the puck over to, and he found one of them, Leon Draisaitl, who made no mistake.
Wild are getting in front of a lot of shots. So far, 13 blocked shots. Edmonton has 10 on goal, but Minnesota's blocked 13 of them. So they've been trying. It's just been a defensive effort by Minnesota, which we knew it would be coming into this game tonight. So we'll certainly look to see how things develop over the final 40 minutes of play here as we send you back to play-by-play in just a couple of minutes' time. We will get to the out-of-town scoreboard first, though. I'll tell you before that, even that the face-off totals, 14-7 for Edmonton in that opening frame there. They're even in the hits department, and Minnesota's given the puck away 5 more times so far. So that's a bit of the stats story tonight in a 2-2 hockey game through 20 minutes of play. It's Brendan Escott here at the intermission. We'll be right back with more on your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
In OilCountry, winning on the ice goes hand in hand with winning off the ice. With the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers, winning can mean both a life changed and a life saved. Because every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. And with the largest jackpots in all of sports, you could become Alberta's next millionaire. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com, because when you play, all of OilCountry wins.
AGLC license number 744517.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes,
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
and up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
40 years strong in Western Canada, Pizza 73 has been serving up the pizza you crave. From their famous pan pizzas and golden crispy wings to bold new creations like stuffed crust and the all-new volcano pizza, they keep bringing the flavor. Born in oil country, made in oil country, they're proud to be serving Edmonton since 1985. Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Order now at pizza73.com.
Now this update from the Canadian Press. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith told federal Conservative Party members in Calgary today the party is in good hands. She told the Conservative National Convention that party leader Pierre Poilievre would undo the damage done by a decade of Liberal policies. Elections Canada hasn't set a date yet for a federal by-election in the Toronto University Rosedale riding after Liberal MP Chrystia Freeland stepped down earlier this month. But the Liberal Party of Canada announced today that family physician Danielle Martin is its candidate in that riding. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is again suggesting that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor should tell U.S. investigators whatever he knows about the activities of late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This after the U.S. Department of Justice released millions of additional documents from the Epstein files on Friday, including photos of the former Prince Andrew. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers game day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next game day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for 2 to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on February 4th at On the Rocks. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so. Because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. carefree just feels good. Encore by Epcor, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
When the Oilers are on the ice, the big hits are a part of the game. But they shouldn't be a part of your drive. If you've been injured in a car collision, let James H. Brown & Associates and their over 200 years of combined injury law experience help you. Locally owned and proud Edmonton Oilers fans, James H. Brown & Associates is ready to support you with their unrivaled experience, unrivaled results, and unrivaled commitment. When accidents happen, head to jameshbrown.com.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
All knotted up at 2 after 20 minutes of play here at Rogers Place. The Oilers and Wild going at it tonight on 880 Ched. Let's take a look around the rest of the hockey world with your out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 14-game slate in the league today. There's 3 games going on, including ours. The Stars are up 3-1 on the Wild in the second intermission. And in the second period, the Kraken up 2-0 on the Golden Knights. Everything else is final. The Kings beat Philadelphia 3-2 in overtime. Colorado knocked off Detroit 5-0. Pittsburgh over the Rangers 6-5. Winnipeg over Florida 2-1. The Flames beat San Jose 3-2. Washington over Carolina in overtime 4-3. Canadians doubled up the Sabres 4-2 in Buffalo. Ottawa 4-1 over the New Jersey Devils. Nashville got past the Islanders 4-3. The Columbus Blue Jackets beat St. Louis 5-3. And in a shootout, Austin Matthews with the shootout winner for the Maple Leafs 3-2 over the Vancouver Canucks. On the farm, it is the Abbotsford Canucks and the Bakersfield Condors doing battle after 20 minutes of play. They have a 1-0 lead to the Condors. James Hamblin has his 13th of the year. Quinn Hudson with the assist on that one. Connor Unger turning aside 20 first period shots, and the Edmonton Oil Kings are playing in Swift Current right now. That one, actually, they played earlier. It was a 6-3 final, the Oil Kings winning that. We'll send it back to Cam and Bob for second period play-by-play action here between the Oilers and Wilds. We're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Steelhaus Triton, 2 legendary oilfield services brands, one powerful partnership. Rooted in innovation, reliability, and a steadfast commitment to excellence, Steelhaus is proudly 100% Canadian-owned and locally manufactured. With over 15 field service locations across the prairies and up to the Rockies, they deliver world-class energy solutions with unmatched responsiveness, helping their customers thrive in the most demanding environments. Steelhaus Triton, engineered for performance, built in Canada. Visit steelhausinc.com for more information.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in-stock, ready-to-deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need, when you need it, 24/7, 365, every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're getting ready for the second period. Oilers and Wild tied at 2. Tonight's Oilers Kids in OilCountry Mega 50-50, presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation, supporting the exceptional care kids rely on today while helping build the new standalone Stollery for tomorrow. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/5050. The puck dropped. We're underway here in the second. No, we're not. The puck was dropped. We're just not underway. They got to do it again.
Well, the Oilers had a good 5-on-5 period. The problem is Minnesota touched them up 2 or 3 on the power play. And the Oilers power play, the penalty kill's been taking on a little bit of water here.
At center ice, Draisaitl dumps it into the right wing corner of the Wild zone.
Oh.
Then Draisaitl dumped down behind it. He ran into the referee.
Well, the ref missed it. He got picked off on the play.
I thought that was offside. Puck brought in on the right wing. Johansson to the right wing point to Spurgeon. Shot doesn't get through. Loose puck. The shot saved by Jarry off of Johansson. Johansson tried to center it. It hit Wallman, and that got caught up in his jersey.
Okay, they're checking Leon Draisaitl's skate at the Edmonton bench.
What happened there? Did he lose an edge?
That must be the only reason.
Must have.
The only thing is Cam, I don't even want to say.
We're getting a look now, and yeah, he lost an edge just before he got, and then took out the referee in the process, but looked like he lost an edge and then hit the boards.
Always worry about careening in.
Yeah.
Look out.
Quick shot, scores right off the draw. Zuccarello quickly off the draw, rips it past Jarry, and it's a 3-2 Wild lead.
Literally, what a difference a minute and 11 seconds makes. 36 seconds left in the first period. They score a power play goal. McDavid cleaned up in the face-off circle by Hartman, who is not a dominant face-off man. He's at 42.6%. But Zuccarello has owned the Oilers for years, dating back to his time in New York.
Well, it is his...
He's got a goal,
goal and an assist. What's that, 32 points in 27 games?
Yeah.
Hartman couldn't have won that draw any cleaner.
Oh, that's the thing. You can't get beat that badly off the draw.
Zuccarello's 9th of the year, and it's 3-2 for the Wild. That was 35 seconds into the second period. Nugent Hopkins has it on the end boards to the right wing point to Bouchard. Right side to Draisaitl, or to McDavid, to Bouchard on the left. Bouchard makes a move, and he'll walk to the middle. He'll come in. The shot, glove save made by Volstad as Bouchard makes a nifty move to get to the middle of the ice. And that's a really good opportunity for Edmonton.
It's a great opportunity. The only problem with it is if he shoots initially, he's got Hyman as a net front, and by the time he walked it into the middle of the ice, a little bit of a box-out job there by Hughes on Hyman. And it gave a clean look for Wallstad.
Puck goes to Savoy off the draw. Now on the right, Emerson centering pass off a stick, just goes wide. 3-2 Wild lead here in the second. Tarasenko gets it out through the middle to Yurov into the Edmonton zone. A shot off a skate, bounces left corner. Savoy on the left wing got it to the line and just out. Hughes into his own end. Now it goes to Faber. Faber on the left, missed Hughes with the pass. That's icing. So Zuccarello from Hartman, 35 seconds into the period, right off a face-off in the Edmonton zone, and it's a 3-2 Wild lead. The face-off will be to the right of Volstad. Again, the Oilers still getting good chances. I mean, that one by Bouchard was a really good chance. And off the draw, Savoy's shot, hit a leg, goes to the left wing corner. Gathering the puck up is Roslovic to the right wing, makes a move in the right corner, a pass to Savoy, to the line now to Emberson, went to shoot it, it's blocked, kept in by Stastny. Left wing corner, Roslovic to Szymanski and behind the goal. Battles with Hughes, holds him off a bit. Gets it over to the left wing corner to Roslovic. To the point for Stastny, across to Emberson. Rim it in behind the net, and it'll be Savoy to Roslovic, left wing corner.
Got to get it to the net.
Roslovic up to the top of the circle. Now into the left wing corner to Savoy, in front of the goal, off the stick of Lazar, and the puck chopped out by Faber. Left wing, Lazar will get the puck into the Wild zone. Tarasenko behind his goal to Hughes, now on the left to Faber. 3-2 Wild. 2:40 gone here in the second period. Center ice, Hinostroza unable to dump it in. Nurse on the left wing, off of Janmark. Into the wild zone it goes. Faber into the right wing corner. Off the right wing glass, down the ice. It'll be icing against the Wild.
They're still looking at Draisaitl's skate. Leon Draisaitl is going off, Cam, for the Edmonton.
I wonder if he's getting to put a different pair of skates on. Maybe they tried to change the steel, and Draisaitl's gone down to the Edmonton room.
The thing I'm worried about is the way he went in with his elbow and wrist in Labords.
Face off to the right of Volstad. Puck to the point. Nurse across to Wallman. One-timer. Saved by Volstad. The puck goes in behind the net. McDavid to the left wing point to Nurse. In behind the goal to Hyman. Takes it to the right. Goes to the right wing to the blue line to Wallman. His pass goes off the stick of Hinostroza. Will get it out for Foligno. Then lost it to Hyman. Frederick. The puck goes to the middle.
So Frederick's up on this line. Nugent Hopkins. That means Draisaitl's going to be out here. Now, did he get... The other thing is he careened into the boards.
The left wing, Foligno into the Edmonton zone. He's on the left side for Trenton. Left wing corner. He'll step out. Can't get a backhand. Boldy, a shot. Save made by Jari. Spurgeon from the right point. Behind the net to Foligno. Shovels it around on the left for Middleton. Out to Boldy, hit him in the skate. Puck to the line. Spurgeon, right wing point. Into the middle to Eriksson Ek. He'll shoot it. Off his stick, goes to the right wing corner. On the end boards, Boldy. Boldy will get it to the middle. Eriksson Ek had it, could not get it to his stick. And up the right wing, Hyman will get it out. Middleton, forced back by Hyman, now to Boldy. 3-2 Wild here in the second. 4:10 gone in the period. Puck dumped into the Edmonton zone. Ekholm on the end boards to Bouchard. Pass to the middle, got broken up. It'll go over to the left wing. And Podkolzin to Ekholm, and he's in behind the Edmonton goal.
Is it possible it's a spotter? That's why Draisaitl. We'll see.
Flipped into the Wild zone by Podkolzin. It's in behind the net. Nugent Hopkins to Podkolzin, now on the right wing to the point for Bouchard. Brings it on the right side to Podkolzin to Bouchard, now on the left point. Off the left wing boards. It goes in behind the goal. It's rimmed on the right wing. Ekholm to the right wing corner for Nugent Hopkins to Matthias Ekholm. Banks it to the right corner to Podkolzin. He'll come up to the line. Podkolzin then cycling it to the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins goes to the end boards with Faber. Faber on the right wing to Kaprizov into the middle. And Zuccarello will get it out. Zuccarello to Hartman. Over the Edmonton line to Zuccarello. Now to Hartman as he goes to the left wing corner. He lost it in behind the net. Ekholm chops it up the left side. Goes to the blue line. Zuccarello will keep it in. Right wing to Kaprizov. To the point for Hughes. A shot. Save made by Jari. Lots of traffic. And he snared it out of the air with his glove and held on. 5 minutes, 28 seconds gone here in the second. 3-2. Wild lead the Oilers.
Well, right now, if you're a fan of the Oilers, your concerns on Leon Draisaitl, who lost an edge and wiped out on the boards. Sometimes guys get jammed hands, jammed wrists in those situations. Other times you worry about hitting the head. We'll see what's going on here. But the Oilers are definitely down a significant player.
Puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Hinostroza to the left wing corner. Peeled off his stick nicely by Stastny. Now up the right wing to Janmark. Off the boards and in. Juracek trying to hold off Lazar. He does. Left wing. Maybe to Hinostroza now on the right side to Tarasenko. To Hinostroza, that's offside. And he shot it after the whistle had gone. So Hinostroza is drawing a crowd into the corner of the Oilers zone. .550 gone here in the second. 3-2 Wild lead.
Gonna have to use some horsepower here and get creative with the line combinations without having Leon, at least in the short term right now in this game.
All right, Szymanski's out to take the draw, just outside the Oiler line. Szymanski, Roslovic, Savoy. With Nurse and Wallman. Puck goes to Juracek. Across to Hunt. Up the left wing, and it is hacked into the zone by Urov. Savoy on the left side. He will get it out to Szymanski through the middle, but off the stick of Roslovic. Urov into his own end. Right wing for Juracek. Cross ice to Hinostroza. Hinostroza into the Oilers' zone left wing. He'll shoot it, and that goes wide of the Edmonton goal. To the line, pass Juracek and out. Hunt up the left wing. Off the stick of Boldy and in. Wallman out from behind the net.
Close to too many men.
Wallman through the middle. That hit Boldy's stick. Goes into the Wild zone. And out from behind his goal is Middleton. And it's Middleton to center ice. On the right to Spurgeon. Shooting it in. To the right corner. And the puck goes to Boldy. He'll get it to the blue line. Spurgeon has it on the right wing point. Now in behind, in behind the net was Eriksson Ek. Couldn't get it. It goes to the line. Spurgeon to the left side of Middleton. A shot, and that's off an Oilers stick. And it goes over the glass and out of play. We're going to take a break. We've played 6 minutes and 58 seconds of the second period. 3-2, the Wild lead the Edmonton Oilers. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers. NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Zach from Epcor here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway and Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at Epcor.
The same AI-powered technology that helps Oilers fans move through security efficiently at Rogers Place is also available for Edmonton area schools, hospitals, and workplaces. Evolve Technology, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers and official security screening partner of Rogers Place, helps identify potential threats and create safe experiences at hockey games and wherever people gather. Visit Rogers Place to experience Evolve live or check out evolve.com for more information. That's evolv.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Oilers and the Minnesota Wild, 3-2 Wild lead, 6:58 gone here in the second period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford.
Again, no Leon Draisaitl. We believe it was a right hand. He caught an edge. Went back into the boards behind the Minnesota goal.
Face off to the right of Jari. Puck goes to Faber. Comes down the left wing into the corner. Back to the line. Zuccarello in front to Kaprizov, and his shot just misses on the glove side. And on the left wing, Colson or Kapanen will get it to the line. We'll get it out. Kaprizov in front of it. Hit a stick. It came back to Kaprizov, and he couldn't get a shot. And the puck near the line and cleared out by Kapanen.
Leon Draisaitl. He's working his way back. He is back on the Oilers bench.
All right.
Good news.
Yep. Just saw him sit down. Hughes on the right wing to Hartman, missed him. Nugent-Hopkins keeps it in for Edmonton. Volstad sets it behind the net for Quinn Hughes.
And it should be 4-2. Oilers very lucky.
The right wing, Hartman to center ice. Over the line. Kaprizov got it in front. Zuccarello with a pass, and that's broken up by Ekholm. Now to Janmark on the left wing. He'll get to center, and he'll shoot it in cross corner. Hughes smacks it up the left wing boards and out. Bouchard cross ice to Matthias Ekholm. He'll dump the puck in. As it goes to the right corner, Hyman in behind the net. On the left to McDavid, to the blue line, Ekholm, the shot saved by Volstad. Puck to the middle of the ice, and on the left wing, Johansson can get it out. Bouchard to Ekholm. That's centered out of Podkolzin. Comes into the wild end, spins off the left wing boards. Just missed Bouchard with a pass, and the puck comes out. Podkolzin to Bouchard. Bouchard inside the Edmonton line. 3-2 Wild here in the second. On the right to Hyman. He's top of the circle in the Wild zone. Now to McDavid. Goes to the right corner. To the blue line for Bouchard. A shot. Volstad boots that out. And Boldy on the right wing will get it out for Minnesota. The puck in the neutral zone. McDavid, right wing to Bouchard. Now on that right side. Gave it to Roslovic. Comes into the Wild end. Right wing point to Ekholm. Into the corner. McDavid to Bouchard. He'll walk in. A shot saved. The rebound went to Roslovic. Couldn't get the handle. Now has it left corner. His pass is picked off by Hughes.
Much more directness in Edmonton's game right now, though.
To center ice, Eriksson Ekholm dump it in. Savoy on the left wing for Roslovic. Comes into the Wild zone just over the line. Gave it to Savoy. Savoy to the left wing corner. Went off his stick. And Pitlick was able to get it out. And he will dump the puck in. That goes in behind the Edmonton net, rimmed on the right. Pitlick had to go by him, and then in there came Pitlick along with Foligno. Or the hit on Wallman, and the puck cleared out. Draisaitl over the line to Savoy. Now in the left to Roslovic. To Wallman, his shot. He whistles it wide of the net. Draisaitl, right wing corner in the Minnesota zone. He got pinned by Middleton. Foligno will get it out.
Now this game's being played at a higher pace.
Nurse to Draisaitl into the Minnesota end. The puck goes in behind the net. Middleton behind the goal to Trennan. Trennan on the left wing for Tarasenko. Off the boards and out. Stastny into the corner in his own end with Hinostroza right on him. Tarasenko comes in there as well. Stastny wins the battle, gets it up in the air, bounced it out, and that was batted back into the Edmonton zone. That's center ice. Janmark to Frederick. He'll shoot it in. 9:10 to go here in the second. 3-2 the Wild lead. Urov on the right for Tarasenko. Cross ice. And Frederick only had it for a moment, but it was kept in by Janmark. Now to Trent Frederick on the right wing. To the right wing corner, McDavid will go in behind the net. Over to the left, into the slot, to Bouchard. A shot that hit the pad of Volstad. I don't think he saw it. And the puck cleared out. Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Wild zone down the right wing. Drives on net, save. The rebound just poked wide by Hyman. And it is cleared down the ice. It will not be hard enough for icing.
That's a joke.
It didn't go past the goal line.
Icing called 99 times out of 100. Yeah.
But it died before it got there.
We've seen that called lots over the years.
Here's Bouchard's pass for Nugent Hopkins. It misses him. That's icing. 8:16 to go here in the second. 3-2 Wild lead. Unreal. Opportunities down at the Wild end.
Well, the Oilers got McDavid out against Minnesota's third pairing. And Volstad got lucky. As McDavid on a hard net drive. Volstad couldn't clean it up. Hyman tried to jam it home. And Volstad fought it off.
A puck to the right wing corner. Bouchard up in the air and out. Kaprizov at the left wing, then checked by Bouchard. The puck back to the Minnesota blue line. Hughes has it. Hughes to Faber. Faber to Hughes. Over to Faber. The left wing, Hartman to Zuccarello into the Oilers zone on the right. The right wing corner. Before it could get to Kaprizov, Ekholm for Nugent Hopkins. And he'll jam that out to center ice.
Long change this period. This line needs to get off the ice.
Maybe 2/3 of them will do that right now as Hughes brings the puck in. He'll shoot it, and that goes off at Nurse. Chop towards the net, they score. Hughes got it off the end boards. It came back to him, and he just chopped it to the net. It went under Jarry and in. It's 4-2 for the Wild.
That can't go in. It's a bad goal. Give Hughes credit for following the play up, but the goalie's got to make the save there all day. That's why you put pucks to the net.
Yep. 12:29 time of the goal. Quinn Hughes gets his 5th of the year. And it's 4-2 for Minnesota here in the second period. On the right wing, Boldy will dump it in.
Oilers have done a lot of good things here. Look out.
On the forechecks, Eriksson Ek. Wallman got it to the right wing, but Johansson
Draisaitl
kept
just
it
took
in.
the high stick. He's going to snap on the rest.
Boldy to the right corner, centering pass off the stick of Jari. Wallman one-handed up to Kapanen, and he'll get to center ice, dump it in. It goes in behind the Wild net. Spurgeon takes the hit from Podkolzin. The puck along the boards is Draisaitl to the left wing point to Nurse. A shot saved by Volstad. And he's going to hold on to it. 6:55 to go in the second. 4-2 Wild lead the Oilers. We'll take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. Big skies, rugged landscapes. Now that's Alberta in a nutshell. And if you're looking for an SUV that can keep up with this place, check out the Ford Bronco. Built for those who crave adventure with serious off-road capability and style to spare. Whether you're hitting the mountain trails or exploring the back roads, it's the perfect ride for those who want to experience everything this province has to offer. The Ford Bronco. Adventure awaits at your Alberta Ford dealer. And tell them PB sent you.
As the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers, MIC ensures precision in every shot. And if you need medical imaging attention, you can count on MIC to get you back in the game. Whether it's a classic wrist shot, that is, X-ray, soft tissue scan, or advanced imaging, MIC provides timely and expert diagnosis. So go where the pros go and book an appointment at any of their 15 convenient Edmonton and area locations. Learn more at mic.ca.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is always growing. Right now, they're hiring heavy equipment technicians, PM servicemen, and maintenance supervisors. Apply if you're from here or across the country. Even if you're from the Rock, they want to talk. Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 4-2 Wild lead the Edmonton Oilers. 6:55 to go in this second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Face off in the Wild zone to the right of Jesper Volstad. Draisaitl, Kapanen, Podkolzin, Ekholm, Bouchard. Eriksson Ek taking the draw. Draisaitl wins it to the left wing point. Ekholm over to Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. To Bouchard. One-timer rips it wide. Goes off the inboards. Comes out. And up the left wing to the blue line. Boldy will get it to center ice. Throw it across. And Spurgeon a long shot. Jari boots that out. Puck in the right corner. Bouchard on the right wing. That goes by Kapanen. It's an icing call. 6:27 to go here in the second. Hughes from Faber at 12:29 has put the Wild up by a couple. They're up 4-2. Face off to the right of Tristan Jari. Draisaitl wins the draw to Bouchard through the middle of the ice. And Hughes will take it inside his own line. Through the middle to Kaprizov. Into the Oiler end on the right. Dropping the puck off on the right for Zuccarello to Hartman. A shot save. Goes to Zuccarello in front to Kaprizov. And he just steered it wide. He had a tap in at the side of the goal. And the puck cleared out. And Faber with it inside his own end. Now up the right wing. Hartman couldn't get it in past Matthias Ekholm. Hughes lost it. Now Savoy will bring it in. His shot partially blocked. The save made by Volstad. Now it's cleared up in the air and out by Hughes.
Oh, again.
left wing to Roslovic, who'll get it out through the middle for Savoy into the wild zone. Middle of the ice, Emberson on the right wing to Roslovic. His shot misses. Stastny keeping it in to Roslovic on the right wing. To the right wing point for Emberson. Over to Stastny. His shot tipped to the side of the net. It's underneath Volstead. They're trying to jam it loose, and he covers it up. Just a quick little shot to the goal by Stastny, and it provided all sorts of trouble.
Great play by Roslovic. He almost jammed that back in the pad of Volstead.
All right, we'll take a break. 5:20 to go in the second. 4-2, the Wild lead the Oilers from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
I'm Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. And I'm Zach Hyman. And when we're not making juicy, sweet passes or having my goals disallowed, we're working for Legacy Heating and Cooling. You know, guys used to call me a plumber. And now they call you an HVAC technician. Nice.
Hey, guys, you're not here to install furnaces. You're here to sing the jingle.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
Call Legacy. Call Legacy. No payments and no interest for 1 year from qualified installers. Legacy Heating and Cooling.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at Selly Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 4-2. Wild lead the Edmonton Oilers. 5:20 to go here in the second period. Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scoring for Edmonton. It's been Eriksson, Ek, Kaprizov, Zuccarello, and Hughes for the Wild. Face off in the Wild zone to the left of Volstead. Roslovic taking the draw against Urov. Urov wins it. Middleton left corner. Up in the air and out. It'll be wide of the Edmonton net. It's icing against Minnesota. Edmonton Oil Kings get a win tonight in Swift Current.
6-3 the final score there. Oilers get McDavid, Draisaitl, and Hyman on the ice for this ozone draw against the second pairing for the Wild, which has got a lot of experience. Local product, Jared Spurgeon, their captain.
Came up through the Knights of Columbus organization here in our city. The puck in the left wing corner. Hyman to Draisaitl to Hyman on the left wing. To McDavid, left wing point to Bouchard. Brings it around to Draisaitl, right corner. To Ekholm. Ekholm to the right corner. Leave the puck to McDavid, right side to Draisaitl. A shot that misses. Comes to the line where Ekholm kept it in. Left wing corner, but it just went off the stick of Draisaitl. McDavid has it to the blue line for Ekholm. Over to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid. Will keep it in past Foligno down the left wing. His pass in front. That hit a skate. And Urov through the middle. Comes out 3-on-2 for the Wild. Right wing to Foligno. Cross ice. The shot. Scores. Tarasenko got the pass on the left wing and makes it 5-2 for the Wild.
Jari's got to give these guys a save here, Cam. Need a stop at some point. And that's it for Tristan Jarry. Ingram's coming in.
Yep, Ingram's coming in. Tarasenko with the goal, gets his 14th of the year. 15:40 time of it to make it 5-2 for Minnesota. And Connor Ingram is getting his mask on at the Oiler bench. And Tristan Jarry's coming out of the game.
It's a rough start for Jarry. Gives up 5 goals on 20 shots. The Oilers have outshot the Wild here 23-20, and they're trailing 5-2. And that's from, look, Tarasenko can score. We know that. He's been able to shoot the puck forever. Multiple 30-goal seasons in his career, but need to stop there, especially after the way the 4-2 goal went in.
Foligno and Urhoff get the assist. That's icing against the Wild.
After Edmonton had puck possession, ozone time for over 2 minutes. And Wallstad, in this matchup, what's happened is Minnesota's they've been good. Their goaltending's been better than Edmonton's. It starts there head-to-head. They've been able to defend. And tonight they've got some puck luck.
Roslovic along the left wing boards. Lost an edge. Puck came free. Hunt goes into the corner for the Wild, but he's got Roslovic on him. Trennan to help out, then gave it away to Savoy. And the shot off the right side by Szymanski hit the outside of the net. The pass in front, and that hit a stick.
There you go.
Wallstad kept it out.
Like you name it, they're getting every break. Yep. Even when he's beat, even when he's out of position, pucks are going, it's hitting him.
Yeah, there was a Roslovic pass that hit a Wild stick, almost went in. Pass on the right for Trennan, misses him. That's icing against Minnesota. 3:33 to go in the second. 5-2 the Wild lead. Faceoff will be to the right of Wallstad. This game was tied at 2 after 20. 3 goals by the Wild here in the second period. Zuccarello, Hughes, and Tarasenko. Draisaitl take the draw for Edmonton. Against Trennan, Draisaitl wins it. Ekholm across to Bouchard. On the right to McDavid. To Bouchard. He'll step in. He'll hammer a shot. And that one was blocked. It hit Hinostroza. Puck in the right corner. Ekholm along the right wing boards. It goes in behind the goal. Out to the right side was Juracek. Won't get it out past Draisaitl. Out to McDavid. Oh, that one looked like it went off the crossbar.
It did. Right off the crossbar.
Goes to the line. Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. Now to Bouchard down the right side for Draisaitl. Draisaitl up near the blue line to McDavid. Towards the net. A shot save made by Wallstad. Puck into the corner. Hinostroza up against the boards with Draisaitl. It goes in behind the net. Juracek for the Wild. Through the middle. He'll say that didn't hit the net. Man, it's an icing call against Minnesota. So those guys stay out there. That group for the Wild, they've been out there for a while. 2:43 to go here in the second. 5-2, Minnesota leads. Faceoff will be to the right of Wallstad. Oilers hitting a crossbar on that last shift on a shot by Connor McDavid. Puck to the middle of the ice. Eriksson Ek will flip it up and flip it out. And into the Oilers zone. Stastny to Emberson. To Nugent-Hopkins. Right wing, got it out. Faber in his own end for the Wild. To Hughes to Faber. Faber between the hash marks. Over to the right wing. Up the right wing for Eriksson Ek, who's got Stastny on him. Up against the boards at the Edmonton blue line. The puck tied up.
Oh, listen.
They never do anymore. They just let them work it loose.
It used to be a two-second rule.
Now they just keep battling. And it will eventually work itself out of there. Now it comes free, and it goes into the Edmonton zone. Emberson pokes it on the left side. It gets along the left wing boards. Top of the circle, won't get out. Johansson couldn't keep it in. Podkolzin will get it out for the Oilers. Comes through the middle, gets into the Minnesota end on the right for Kapanen, and his shot just misses. Rims around the boards and out. Nurse to center ice. Now on the left, it's Lazar coming in, driving to the net. Penalty coming up to the Wild as Hartman touches it. And Edmonton will go on the power play with 1:20 to go here in the second. They're down 5-2. And they'll get their second power play of the game.
Well, they need one here, to say the least.
Faber's going to the box.
Minnesota, number 7, 2-minute minor, holding.
Nice work by Lazar, draw a call there.
Yep, good drive to the net by Lazar. And Edmonton will get a chance on the power play, presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. So Edmonton's second power play. They're 0 for 1 in the game. Face off to the right of Volstad, who just went to the Minnesota bench. He had an equipment issue. All right, Draisaitl, he wins the draw, but it is past Bouchard and out. Edmonton has to regroup. Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid into the Wild end. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line for Bouchard. Left side Nugent-Hopkins to McDavid in the corner. Out to Bouchard. A shot! Saved by Volstad! And they covered it up.
Whistle.
It was a quick whistle. Because it came out, but then he covered it after.
Foligno claiming he was interfered with in the neutral ice area.
Face off to the left of Volstad.
Volstad's been good. Right now, it's the difference in the game. Jarry's given up 5 on 20. He's out. Volstad's given up 2 on 26.
Bouchard's got 6 shots on net right now. He's had some good looks. Puck goes to the right corner. Nugent-Hopkins on the right wing to Draisaitl. Knocked off his stick. We're in the last minute here of the second. Middleton won't clear it. Top of the circle. Boldy will just get it to the line and out. Oilers down by 3. Late stages of the second. Draisaitl into the Wild zone. For McDavid to the right wing point to Bouchard towards the net. Hit a stick and off the pad of Volstad.
Now that was a good save, but again, he got lucky.
Cleared out and down the ice. It was a little snapshot by Bouchard, but it hit a Wild stick and it went in a different direction. McDavid at center has to shoot it in. 18 seconds to go in the period. Draisaitl along the right boards. In there with Boldy. They've got it tied up. It comes free to Nugent-Hopkins. To the blue line to Bouchard. 8 seconds left. Right wing to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to Bouchard. A shot. And that hits something. It's set in front, and Volstad will cover it up as the period expires. Edmonton will have 40 seconds of power play time to start off the third period. But just like last game, Edmonton is down by 3 after 40. This time it's 5-2. Last time it was 3-0. Oilers came back, won 4-3 in overtime against San Jose. I would say it's a little tougher test
It's a lot
against
tougher.
the Wild.
It's a lot tougher. I mean, the Oilers they should be up in this game, and they're down 5-2. You take a look at D-zone face-off, loss, quick shot, bang-bang play. McDavid will tell you he's got to win the face-off. I'll tell you that Jerry's got to make the save off the draw there. It's a clean shot. The 4-2 goal, just give Hughes credit, takes the initial shot on goal, has the presence of mind to try to sweep the rebound out of the goaltender slightly out of position, ricochets in off the middle of net. And the 5-2 goal off a slow developing 3-on-2 and a rip job from the flank. Tristan will tell you he's probably got to have at least 2 of the 3. This should at least be a 1-goal game. Should probably be a 3-2 game, and the Oilers have had lots of chances. That's the problem here. You know, if you look at grade A scoring opportunities 5v5 in this game, because Minnesota got 2 on the power. And you know what? That power play goal late in the first period really took a lot out of it did. And then Draisaitl getting hurt early in the second. So a lot of work here for Edmonton the rest of the way.
5-2 Wild lead the Oilers through 40 minutes. Brendan Escott, Rob Brown. They've got the intermission for you when we come back. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
OilCountry, the ultimate Oilers watch party happens all season long. Attend Molson Canadian Oilers game day live throughout the season for your chance to win 2026-27 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next game day live flight night for your chance to win a trip for two to watch the Oilers play in Los Angeles. Join us on February 4th at On the Rocks. For the full event schedule and to RSVP to the ultimate Oilers watch party, visit OilersGameDayLive.com. Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 Ched Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on Ched Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 Ched, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Wild zone down the right wing. Drives on net save. The rebound just poked wide by Hyman.
That's the highlight zone for your Edmonton Oilers. Plenty of highlights for Minnesota there. The highlight zone is brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and next to Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. It is now 5-2 Minnesota after a 3-goal outburst in that middle frame. Goals coming from Matt Zuccarello, Quinn Hughes, and Vlad Tarasenko. That is where we sit through 40 minutes of play. It's Brendan Escott and Rob Brown. We're high above ice level at Rogers Place. And Rob, that was a disappointing showing, unfortunately, by Tristan Jarry. I think there's a couple you would want back there, no doubt about it. But you've also got to beat a team of guys before you get back to the goaltender. So I just wonder how you saw things unfold there in period number 2.
Well, I'll push back a little bit on Bob's statement. Bob said that the Oilers should be winning this game. I disagree with that. The Wild have had the better of the goaltending. Better and fortunate. I mean, Wallstead, there's been a couple pucks that he didn't see that found its way into him or just past the crease. One went off the crossbar. So he's had some good bounces as well. Both teams have missed some glorious chances. Kaprizov had 2 chances in that second period he didn't score on. One, he was standing by himself and about 15 feet out, and another he had backdoor wide open net, and he missed both of those. Both teams probably could have 2 more goals in this game. As for Jarry, it wasn't a great night for Jarry. We've seen him play better, but I will give a little credit. Tarasenko is a goal scorer that scored from the offside. Jarry would want it back. Tarasenko will say, "That's one I should score." Mm-hmm. But in this game, I think this has been a fairly close game. I think both teams have had their chances. I believe that the special teams has been the difference, and the goaltending has been the difference. And you and I talk about it. Whichever team wins those 2 normally wins a hockey game. And tonight, Minnesota Wild's been better on the special teams, and their goaltender has been better and luckier in this hockey game.
So Jarry gets the hook after surrendering 5 goals on 20 shots. They hit the third period, I should say, down 3 goals again. And again, like we talked about in the pregame, this is, if they find themselves in this situation like they did against San Jose, it's going to be a lot tougher to come back from 3 against a team that plays like Minnesota does than it would be against a team that plays like San Jose does.
Well, for the way they play, but also the personnel. Yeah. I mean, you look at Minnesota, they've got 2 defensive pairings they can put out and feel safe. You know, Spurgeon and Middleton can get it done. Then you got Hughes and Faber. Hughes is probably going to play 10-plus minutes in the third period. And then the veteran presence that the Wild have up front. They got the Joel Eriksson-Ek line, which is an excellent hockey line with Matt Boldy. And then their other line that Kaprizov's on, it's got Hartman and Zuccarello. I mean, between them, that line has got, well, there's 1,700 games almost between Hartman and Zuccarello. So this is a much more veteran-laden team than the San Jose Sharks. This is a team that will compete for the Stanley Cup. The San Jose Sharks are hoping to make the playoffs. So the Oilers aren't in a great position. But The Oilers have a power play to start the third period. It's only 40 seconds, but we've seen what the Oilers can do in short work on a power play. What they will need, and we said this last game, and it goes even more so tonight, Ingram, now who is in net for the Oilers, cannot make a mistake. He can't let a goal in. He's going to have to probably steal a goal away from the Minnesota Wild. The Oilers are capable of scoring 3 goals in a period, even against the Wild. I'm not sure they can score 4. I'm not sure the Oilers can win this game, score 7 goals in this hockey game. So Ingram's got to shut the door that Jari wasn't able to close earlier. And the Oilers, all momentum that happened against the Sharks happened in the first 3 minutes of the period when Leon scored. Gave them belief, and the Sharks had a little bit of doubt. That's what the Oilers have to do in this third period. Try to score in the first 5 minutes, and it'll give them a little bit of life.
In the room right now, I imagine they're trying not to panic, right? It's a team that gets the luxury of knowing they don't have to panic because they've proven to themselves over and over again that they can come back in these situations. I mean, I say it's not going to be easy against Minnesota. It's not, but it's not impossible either, as Rob's alluding to. But yeah, you're going to need to make sure that you don't let the next one in. They won't be able to afford that at any juncture, even if it's not the next one. They can't let another one in.
Yep.
That's a tall order here.
It is a tall order against a good Minnesota team. The Oilers have leaked chances, as have the Wild. Both teams have had some really, really good looks in this game. The Oilers can't. They have to play a solid defensive period because they can't give another one up. The key for the Oilers is to be within 2 with 5 minutes to go in the game. If they are within 2 within 5 minutes to go in the game, then all of a sudden the Oilers can go 6-on-5 for the remainder of the game at 5 minutes if they want to, and we know how effective they are. But the Oilers can't, they just can't give up the big chance against, and they can't leak a goal in. So this is, unfortunately for the Oilers, this is, again, a reoccurring theme that we've seen, even in the wins, even in the 3 wins they had. They're giving up too many chances, too many goals against, and this was another example.
Just looking at the second period scoring summary, it was Matt Zuccarello's 9th of the year, assisted by Ryan Hartman to make it 3-2. That came 35 seconds into the period. Quinn Hughes collecting his own rebound of sorts from Brock Faber there to score his 5th goal of the year. That made it 4-2. And then Vlad Tarasenko's 14th of the year. And that, I mean, in and of itself is worth highlighting. Tarasenko plays on their 3rd line, right, with Danila Yurov and Yakov Trenin. Not exactly a line that blows you away thinking, oh my goodness, we'd better back off and they're going to come at us offensively. But hey, they've got goal scorers up and down this lineup, and that's part of what makes them such a good team.
Well, you can't make a mistake with a Tarasenko on the ice, and the Oilers did. They had a couple good looks, but then got caught with numbers. The Minnesota Wild had 3 guys, and the Wild were smart. I mean, on that line, there's one guy that's a pure goal scorer, and it was Tarasenko. They got him the puck. He made no mistake. I've only heard positives about Tarasenko. I mean, he's a guy that's bandied around since he won the Stanley Cup with St. Louis, and everything I've heard about him is he's a great team player that will play both ends of the rink. He's not just a pure goal scorer, and tonight we saw the pure goal scoring. I mean, he had all the time in the world. Yes, Jari would want that back, but again, you let someone that scores for a living have all the time in the world to cradle the puck and find where he wants to put it. If Jari had to make a save, he would have had to make a big save because Tarasenko was putting the puck where he wanted it.
Any final thoughts here before we sign off for the intermission?
Well, again, this is a period of momentum coming up. The Oilers, both teams know what the Oilers did against the Sharks. So if the Oilers score early in this period, the Wild are going to be saying, okay, here it comes. Can we weather the pressure? If the Oilers score early in this period, they're like, all right, here we go again. Let's get them running. We are going to see an awful lot of McDavid and Draisaitl and Eriksson Ek and Quinn Hughes here in the third period, so this should be a lot of fun.
It should be a lot of fun. That's our Rob Brown. More from Brownie coming up in the post-game show. If you want to interact, it's 780-451-8800. Right now, we're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage.
That was not offside.
And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
From backyard rinks to big arenas under bright lights, electricity powers every moment. At Capital Power, we generate reliable, affordable electricity for oil country and beyond, powering innovation, opportunity, and thriving economies across North America. Just like our Edmonton Oilers, we're driven, determined, and lighting up the game. We're powering change by changing power. Get to know us at capitalpower.com.
From the first time on skates to wearing a special jersey passed down through generations, Sentinel Storage is here for you. Store your sports gear to create space for all life's adventures. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelStorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Now this update from the Canadian Press. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith told federal Conservative Party members in Calgary Saturday that the party is in good hands with leader Pierre Poilievre. Smith did not mention the Alberta separatist movement, despite Poilievre saying in his speech Friday the Liberals are to blame for past and present separatist movements in the country. A Newfoundland community that was threatened by wildfire last summer is now partially evacuated due to flooding. The residents of some 110 homes in the town of Badger were told Saturday that area floodwaters are not receding, so it's not safe to return home. The rebel-appointed governor of North Kivu in eastern Congo has temporarily stopped artisanal mining on the site of a deadly landslide that left at least 200 people dead this week. And Manitoba's Caitlin Laws will play in tomorrow's final of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts. From the Canadian Press, I'm Lisa Laporte.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Edmonton knows great teams. For over 60 years, Chemco has helped build Canadian industry and invest in communities nationwide. Employee-owned and operated, and with over 2,500 skilled tradespeople, Chemco delivers complete solutions as one partner with many strengths. From engineering to construction, commissioning to maintenance, safely and on schedule coast to coast. Chemco cares, and a commitment to quality, safety, and community drives lasting impact nationally and locally. Learn more at chemco.com. Chemco, building industry, building Canada.
Sometimes hockey can feel like life, but you need an off-season. And Sherwood Power Sports and Marine have the equipment to make your downtime a great time. Louis DeBrusque here, inviting you to check out the brand new Sherwood Park location across from Millennium Place. You'll find the best in boats, ATVs, motorcycles, and gear from brands you trust. Sherwood Power Sports and Marine have my seal of approval. Click to SherwoodPowersports.ca. Hockey fans helping hockey fans.
This is At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's 5-2 for the Minnesota Wild here at Rogers Place, and it's time for the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. 14 games in all tonight. It is a busy one, obviously. The Kraken leading the Golden Knights with about 15 minutes left. It's 3-2 there for Seattle. 3-2 the final. The Kings beating the Philadelphia Flyers. Got the Avalanche over the Red Wings. The Penguins beat the Rangers. The Jets over the Panthers. Calgary 3-2 over the Sharks. The Capitals knocked off Carolina in D.C. The Canadians doubled up the Buffalo Sabres 4-2. Senators 4-1 over New Jersey. Preds knocked off the Islanders 4-3. Wow. 9-1 for the Blue Jackets under Rick Bowness now. They won 5-3 over St. Louis. Toronto beat Vancouver 3-2 in a shootout, and 3-2 the final in Dallas. Dallas as well over the Mammoth. In Bakersfield, the Condors and Abbotsford Canucks are all knotted at 1 through 40 minutes of play. And in a fight-filled affair, the Oil Kings doubled up the Swift Current Broncos 6-3. That is a look at your out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. We'll get you back to live third period action in just a minute here with Cam and Bob. We're at the intermission, and this is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
You've been listening to At the Intermission on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Wherever Canadians raise a glass, you'll find Molson. There's a good reason for that. When you've been in Canada for over 230 years, you get around in the cups and fridges of Canadians, generation after generation. Molson has a beer for everyone. So raise a glass or cup or whatever you pour your Molson in, because it doesn't matter what it's in. It matters where it's from. Canadian, export, ultra, excel, Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 5-2, Wild lead the Oilers. We're getting ready for the third period of play. And the Oilers Kids in OilCountry Mega 50-50 presented by Rogers, back with life-changing jackpots. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 jackpot sitting at $1.2 million and climbing. You could be our next lucky winner. Get your tickets now at edmontonoilers.com/50-50. Wild with all 3 goals of that second period. It was 2-2 after 1, 5-2 here after 2. Minnesota 22-0-3 when leading after 40. Edmonton coming back when trailing after 40 last game against San Jose. And it's McDavid bringing it in. Oilers on the power play. Start off this third period to Bouchard. He has it in the high slot. Now across to McDavid off the left wing. To the middle. Wanted to get it to Nugent Hopkins. Eriksson Ek broke it up. Got it out.
You got to shoot pucks here, man. You're down by 3 goals. You're not beating this guy clean.
McDavid, right wing. That goes past Draisaitl. That's an icing call against the Oilers.
What a weird game.
Yeah, Oilers have had a lot of opportunity to score.
And they've had, Wallstad's had pucks hit him.
Yep.
And unfortunately for Jari, nothing was hitting him.
Connor Ingram into the game. Came into the game after that 5th Minnesota goal. No, he hasn't faced a shot. McDavid through the middle. Over to the right. Got it to the blue line, and it's offside. And McDavid didn't know it.
Yeah, super disappointing, frustrating night for Edmonton. They had a good start to this game. They took a couple bad penalties in the offensive zone in the first period when they had chances to. They also had a power play when they were up 2-1 in the game and couldn't capitalize. And now they're out of sorts. There's some teams that don't match up well against them. Minnesota's one of them for Edmonton.
Faber's penalty over. Edmonton 0 for 2 on the power play. Face off outside the Minnesota blue line.
I mean, Jari's he'll be taking the fall for this one after the game because he knows he needed to give Edmonton a way better start. I mean, the middle of the ice was, the middle of the defensive zone was open a lot.
Up the right wing, Zuccarello to Hughes. Now Hughes to center to Hartman. Comes into the Oiler end. He'll go behind the net. A centering pass. And that goes off an Oilers skate and right to Ingram, and he'll cover it up. Minute 4 gone here in the third.
You see a game like tonight, and you think to yourself, all right, need to add a little bit more speed, force the play. You're going to give the goalie the benefit of the doubt and think he can bounce back. He's had a couple tough starts here at home.
If you get one in the next 5 minutes, though, you never know.
Well, you're going to need something from somebody else other than the big boys. Saying that, they've been able to come back with strictly off the back of the big boys, but
face off to the right of Connor Ingram, puck to the blue line. Hughes has it left wing point. Around the boards to Kaprizov in the right through the middle, and that is picked off by Lazar to Janmark. Did get it out. Goes into the Wild zone. Hughes behind his net. In pursuit is Janmark. And out through center is Hughes. Now to Kaprizov. For Zuccarello across to Kaprizov on the right. Won't get a shot or a pass, but still has it. Now to Hartman. Directed it on net, and a save by Ingram, and he covers it. Hartman with a little redirection, but Ingram was up close to him. It had nowhere to go.
Hughes is skating. Now, one of the things with Hughes come playoff time, and smaller defensemen in general come playoff time, is can you get to them in a war of attrition? Logic dictates, the only way the Oilers are going to end up playing Minnesota and Dallas are pretty much in the 2-3 hole. They're playing each other in the first round. Somebody good's getting knocked out, and who's ever good gets out of that series or playing Colorado. Where's the war of attrition going to be at that point if it is indeed Minnesota that gets through? And they could be the team that gets through.
Could be. Hunt with a shot, and that goes off the boards and out.
I mean, how good of a player can they get for Wallstedt is the question. If he is indeed out there.
If that is, in fact, I would think you'd get a pretty good player.
Second line center all day. The thing is, the team that's got one, the Rangers, they don't need a goalie. They got Shesterkin.
Yeah. Wallman with it behind his net. You're right. You'd have to find a trade partner. Up the right side to Nurse.
Unless you do a three-way.
Off the boards and in. Puck goes in behind the net. To the right wing point to Wallman. Wallman will shoot. It launches off the stick of Urhoff. Goes out of play. Minute 57 into the third.
Give Bill Guerin credit. I mean, he made a dynamic trade getting Quinn Hughes. He gave up what amounted to 4 number ones. Zeev Boyum, who is the big piece in that trade. Marco Rossi, who's been out with Vancouver. He's only played the 8 games. Leon Ogren, who hasn't been... He's been okay. He's created some offense for them in a support role in Vancouver. And then they got the Wild's number 1 as well, so...
Puck sent to the blue line. Nurse around the boards. Goes off of Savoy. It's in behind the net. Rimmed by Urhoff up the left. Off at Johansson and out.
The problem with this situation against this team is you're down by a field goal. You're trying to make a play, and you're going to force trade offense.
Oh, yeah. No,
and they're good enough that they can put pucks in the net on the counter strike.
They'll come with risks. Nurse through the neutral zone, gets to center, sails it in off the glass. Puck to the left wing corner. Spurgeon behind the net to Middleton. To the left side, there's Kapanen for Edmonton to the blue line. Ekholm shot, saved by Wallstedt. Puck in the left wing corner. Up against the boards, Podkolzin with Spurgeon on him. Wanted to get it to Kapanen. Now Kapanen's pass to the middle. Middleton broke it up, and it comes out.
Oilers are going to load up McDavid, Leon, and Hyman the rest of the way here. Nugent Hopkins is centering this line.
Through the middle, that goes just off of Podkolzin. Comes back to Matthias Ekholm. Through the middle of Podkolzin, comes in across to Nugent Hopkins. To the blue line, Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. A shot, it's blocked. Got it back, put it on net. Wallstedt to save. Trennan will get it out for the Wild.
Good hit by Vasily.
Kapanen to McDavid. He'll come in, try to shoot it. That got blocked. Sitting there in the slot. And Boldy to the right wing corner to Faber. Up the right wing to Foligno. Got it to the line. And it's brought back in. McDavid on the right wing. Draisaitl in front of the net. Just missing it was Hyman. Kept in by Ekholm. All the way around the boards to the right wing point. Bouchard to Ekholm on the left. His shot off a stick will bounce to the side of the net. A chance there for Draisaitl, and Wallstedt will cover it up. That hit a stick, went up in the air and bounced to the side of the Wild goal. right over towards Draisaitl, and Volstad got a pad on that.
He's had a good game.
Otherwise, Draisaitl may have put that in.
Cam, it's pretty simple. The Oilers are down 5-2. Minnesota's 2 for 3 on the power play. The Oilers are 2 for 2. And the Wild have chased Tristan Jarry.
Yeah.
You win special teams, you win goaltending, you win the game. And in spite of the fact that Edmonton's done some good things 5v5, they're challenged right now.
Puck was cleared to into the Oilers zone. McDavid on the right wing, just off of Hyman. Middleton will get it up in the air and out. Ekholm turning in front of the Edmonton net. Drops it back to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl on the right wing. Into the Minnesota end. Pass to the middle, hits the stick, goes over to the left. Ekholm will blast it on net. Saved by Volstad. Puck to the end boards. It is rimmed by Spurgeon. Pinching down was Bouchard. Puck comes out. Zuccarello on the right. Into the Oiler end to Kaprizov. He directed it off the arm of Ingram. And the puck to the left wing corner. McDavid in behind the net, over to the right.
Oilers got to punt it out of here.
It's in front of the net, and that goes right to Draisaitl, and he can get up the right wing. Into the Wild zone, goes to the right wing corner. Behind the goal. But Hughes will take it there for the Wild. We're 5 minutes into the third, 5-2. Minnesota leads to Faber. Into the Oilers zone for Kaprizov on the left. Flipped it towards the net, then hit Faber. Puck goes to Jake Wallman. He'll get it up and out to Lazar. He'll come in, he'll try to get to the net, and he couldn't get a shot. Made sure he didn't run into Volstad. Puck to the line. The shot by Nurse is blocked, and it goes out of play. Face-off will be in the Wild zone.
That was a good save by Ingram. He fought that one off.
Yep. Little redirection by Kaprizov. And a good stop by Connor Ingram. Face-off to the right of Volstad. 5-2, Minnesota leads. We're here in the third. Goes to the top of the circle. Foligno will get it out. It's Foligno on the right wing. Into the Oiler end, taken into the corner by Wallman. Right wing corner, Urov to the right wing point. The shot by Juracek. Hit a stick, goes over the Edmonton net. Urov to Juracek. Now to Hunt. His shot redirected wide by Tarasenko. Juracek to Urov on the blue line. His shot, and that one goes wide of the Edmonton goal. It's along the boards inside the Oilers zone to the top of the circle. And Urov slided in behind the net, gets past Foligno. Juracek let it go by him, and Tarasenko's going to keep it in. Wallman's behind the Edmonton net with it. The left wing corner with Urov. In behind the goal to Nurse to Wallman. Wallman got stripped of it, though. Puck put on net, save made by Ingram. And the puck in the left wing corner. This time, Hinostroza to the blue line. Urov on the right wing, past Spurgeon, in behind the net to Pitlick. He takes a hit. And Frederick bumped Pitlick, got the loose puck. Now to Jake Wallman up the left wing. We'll get it out. It's at center ice. Hinostroza had to go past him. It'll be icing against the Wild. 6:35 gone here in the third. 5-2 the Wild lead.
Real rough shift there for the Oilers. Fourth line, they got hemmed up pretty good by the Wild third line.
Face off to the right of Volstad. Shots at 31-24 for Edmonton. Right wing corner. Spurgeon couldn't get it out. It's kept in. Roslovic's pass to the blue line. Emerson will shoot it, and that goes off a skate over to the right side. Trennan behind his net. Held up by Savoy. Puck along the boards. Savoy going to poke it through to Szymanski. It'll go to Roslovic to the line. Emerson shot, save made by Volstad, and he held onto it. We're going to take a break. 7 minutes, 1 second gone here in the third. 5-2 Wild lead the Edmonton Oilers from Rogers Place. Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know, Alberta's a special place. From the Rockies to the Plains, it's a land of hard work and big dreams. If you're going to tackle it all, you need a truck that can keep up. That's why I can't say enough about my Ford F-150. It's more than a truck. It's a partner. Rugged toughness, serious capability, and smart features that make your life easier, like available Pro Power onboard. The Ford F-150. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Alberta, it's time to be mighty. The Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Mighty Millions Lottery is back. Get in to win the $2.5 million grand prize. An extraordinary luxury Riverview show home in Keswick plus $100,000 cash. That's not all you can win. The Oilers Power Play and $75,000 VIP prize. The Porsche Cayenne bonus prize. And the BMW in Barcelona early bird prize. Every ticket has the power to change lives. Be mighty. Support Stollery Kids. Get your tickets now at MightyMillionsLottery.com.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50 presented by Rogers is back and better than ever. With more early bird prizes, bonus raffles, and million-dollar jackpots, the largest 50-50 in professional sports can change your life forever. And every ticket purchase helps more kids, more families, and more communities in need than ever before. Get your 50-50 tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place. Who knows? You could be Alberta's next millionaire.
AGLC license number 744517.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, 5-2, wild lead the Edmonton Oilers, 7 minutes, 1 second gone here in the third period. The broadcast brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Face off to the left of Jesper Wallstad. As Roslovic, Szymanski, and Savoy out there with Emberson and Stastny for Edmonton. Eriksson Ek can win it to Hughes. Around on the right for Boldy to Eriksson Ek. Won't be able to get it out. It gets to the middle. Boldy will. Left side to Hughes. Up the left wing, off at Johansson and in. Ingram will have to play it. Rips it off the glass. Puck to the point. Faber is shot. Blocked in front of the Edmonton net. Stastny got it out through the middle of the ice. Hughes will take it behind his net, and he'll stop back there. Quinn Hughes on the left wing to Matt Boldy. Across the center ice line. Give it to Johansson. He'll just get the puck in. Stastny got it out, and he'll go across to Kapanen. Into the wild zone on the right side. A shot, and that goes wide of the net. Around the boards, past Ekholm and out.
Kasper would be frustrated he didn't get a better shot there.
Ekholm in the left wing corner. To Podkolzin, now back to Ekholm, being pressured by Kaprizov. It goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Bouchard to the right wing. Bouchard up the right side to Kapanen, now into the middle to Ekholm. He'll get it in front. The save made by Wallstad coming across. Nugent Hopkins was trying to get his stick on it, and it goes in behind the Wild net.
Great hit by Kapanen. But all of Damian Hunt.
On the right wing, it'll be Hunt to get the puck in, and he'll dump it in. Ekholm with a long pass for Hyman. Into the wild zone on the right side. Edmonton down by 3 here in the third. Now to Bouchard off the right wing point. Comes across the line. Bouchard to the right. Can drop the puck to McDavid down the right wing. His pass, that's blocked. And the puck goes to the left side. Tarasenko up the left wing boards. Gave it to Foligno, and he clears it.
Big hit by Bouchard on Foligno, too. Good shot.
Just over 9 minutes gone here in the third. 5-2 the Wild lead. As Nurse will shoot the puck into the Wild zone. It's in behind the net. Spurgeon around the right side off of Tarasenko, and it won't be icing. As Wallman leaves the puck to McDavid. Comes through center on the left wing to Draisaitl. Into the Wild end to the middle. The backhand and a bad save made by Wallstad. The puck to the middle of the ice. And getting it out was Pitlick. Goes into the Edmonton zone. Heenis throws on the boards to Trennan in front to Pitlick. He scores. That was a tic-tac-toe play. And Tyler Pitlick gets his second of the year.
former second-round draft choice of the Edmonton Oilers, still kicking around all these years later. And Edmonton's gotten housed in their own building tonight. It's a nice play.
That it was. 9:42, time of the goal.
It's a fourth line versus top line matchup, but Edmonton hasn't been able to finish those plays off, and the Wild have.
So Tyler Pitlick at 9:42 makes it 6-2 for the Wild.
Shots are 34-24 for Edmonton, and they're down by 4. Simply put, Cam, this is not their night.
Stastny to Emberson at the Edmonton line. On the right wing. It's at center ice. Comes back to Emberson. And across to Stastny. Stastny through the middle to Roslovic. Into the Minnesota zone. And attacked off his stick. Goes into the right wing corner. It's along the right wing boards. Roslovic through the middle. Goes off of Boldy. And Juracek will get it out. He'll give it to Boldy. Boldy into the Oiler end. Drops the puck on the right side. A hard shot by Johansson. Good save made by Ingram. The right wing, Janmark gets to center ice. Johansson took it away. To Middleton, now to Eriksson Ek. Left wing to Boldy, into the Oilers zone. Puck goes to the left wing corner. Johansson pass to the middle, and it's broken up by Bouchard. Bouchard through the middle. It's got brought in by Janmark. Now to Ekholm, the left wing corner, and throws it through the slot. Goes all the way to the right point. Bouchard, right side to Janmark, to Bouchard. Bouchard will walk in. A shot save made by Volstad, and he covers it up. With 8:53 to go in the third. Edmonton down 6-2 to the Minnesota Wild. That was Pitlick from Trenton and Hinostroza at 9:42 to put them up 6-2. We're going to take a break. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. Proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
Can an energy provider make you feel carefree? We think so, because who doesn't like to be surrounded by good energy? Great rates always. Gimmicks never. Perks that reward your loyalty and energy experts who know what's what. Carefree just feels good. Encore by EPCOR, your carefree electricity and natural gas provider.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Find more ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. Unlock savings through always low-priced items, multi-save, club size, fresh promise, hit of the month offers, ad match, and more. Find everything you need from grocery staples, fresh produce, prepared meals, and multicultural assortments to clothing, home, entertainment, health, and beauty. Plus, PC Optimum members save more. Open the PC Optimum app to load exclusive super coupons and weekly points offers. Real Canadian Superstore. Proudly Canadian. See weekly flyer for details.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
6-2, Wild lead the Oilers. 8:53 to go here in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
Bakersfield's Connor Unger is standing on his head. It's 2-1 for the Condors midway through the third period. He has 46 saves. Here, the Oilers haven't got enough saves, and they're in a world of hurt.
Back to the line. Ekholm a shot. Volstad the save. Held onto it as Kapanen was looking for a rebound. There was none. Volstad got it with the glove. Eriksson Ek, Kaprizov, Zuccarello, Hughes, Tarasenko, and Pitlick scoring for Minnesota. Draisaitl and Nugent Hopkins with the goals for the Oilers. And Hughes goes behind his goal with it. To the right wing corner to Faber. Pass to Zuccarello. Skips off the stick of Bouchard. Goes behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm, the left wing corner now to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins on the right wing. for Bouchard, and through the middle of the ice. It got to the line. It doesn't get out. Walking in, Hartman on the right side. Nice save by Ingram as Kaprizov got the chance off the right wing. Puck to the blue line. Hughes over to Faber. Faber to the right wing corner. Holds on now behind the net to Kaprizov. Kaprizov into the slot. The shot ripped wide by Hartman. Puck to the point. It's Hughes. Left wing point to Zuccarello. Now to Kaprizov to Zuccarello. Come down the left wing. Go to the left wing corner. In behind the net. He'll swing it in front of the goal. Hit a skate. Goes through the middle of the ice. Nugent Hopkins comes out through center. Right wing to Podkolzin. In over the line. Faber took him to the boards. Loose puck goes to Kaprizov, and he'll go in behind the net. Drop it back to Hughes. Go off for a change. Quinn Hughes. The middle for Yurov up the right wing, and he missed Tarasenko with it. It's icing.
So that was a quick whistle because Foligno was going to be the first man on the puck.
7:22 to go in the third. 6-2. Wild lead. This game was tied at 2 after the first period. Wild got 3 in the second, 1 here in the third. Face off to the right of Volstad. Puck goes to the left wing point. Nurse takes it to the corner. Goes in behind the net. Tries to wrap it in front. Scores! Roslovic goes high to the stick side on Volstad. And the Oilers cut that Wild lead to 6-3.
Well, Jack Roslovic gets his 15th goal of the year, and he needed that. He tends to be a guy that goes on runs, right? Good play by Nurse, and Oilers with an O-zone face-off win, and puck ends up in the net.
12:43, time of the goal. As Nurse sets up Roslovic. At his own blue line is Hughes. Up the left wing, past Foligno. Goes into the Edmonton zone. It's Nurse behind the net. Right wing corner to Wallman. Now to Szymanski to Wallman. And Wallman through center ice. Pushes to the middle. Nurse will get it into Roslovic on the right wing. Roslovic up near the blue line. Right wing point to Wallman. Right side to Savoy. He'll shoot it on net. And Volstad boots it out to Wallman. He's in the slot now to the left wing point to Nurse. Gave it to Savoy. Off the left wing to Roslovic. Roslovic's going to walk to the middle. Oh, he put it off the post. Puck to the left wing point. Nurse to Wallman. Wallman hammers a shot. Wallstead the save. They'll hold on to it. Oilers come close. We got 6.5 to go here in the third as Roslovic put one off at the post.
Robbie Arvente just set up Ville Mariala down on the minors. Viliami Mariala. He then followed that up with walking the Abbotsford defense for the second consecutive game. 3-1 down there. And here, a long-range bomber from Roslovic almost got through. And you know what? Had he scored there?
Oh. It would have made things awfully interesting.
Yeah.
Puck gets to the right wing corner in the Wild zone. Eriksson Ek to the line and now out with it. Comes into the Oiler end. Left wing corner. Up against the boards as Bouchard trying to poke it free. And this time Bouchard gets control. And Bouchard to McDavid. Down the right wing. Into the Wild end. To the blue line to Bouchard. He'll make a move. He'll walk in. The shot. Oh, that hit the post.
It's 2 crossbars.
And Middleton will break it out. He'll give it to Boldy into the Oiler end. And now right back out to center ice. The Oilers have hit 2 posts here. As the puck brought in by Faber. A shot. Scores. Brock Faber puts it off the post and in, makes it 7-3 for the Wild.
Got to get a stop at some point here. I mean, great play by Faber. Roslovic hits the post. Bouchard hits the post. Faber hops inside of Bouchard, but that's a long-range shot. Beats Ingram Heidel glove side.
Faber gets his 12th of the year. 14-17 time of that one.
Goalie save percentages are taking an absolute beating tonight for Edmonton. They've given up 7 goals on 27 shots. The Oilers have hit 3 posts in this game.
I'll give Faber credit. That's a great shot.
It is a great shot.
He's at the hash marks, puts it off the bar and in.
It's a great shot.
That's a goal.
It's a great shot. I'm just saying, you need a save there, Cam.
I don't know that you're getting one.
Well,
I don't know who's making that one.
The point is they haven't
make that shot,
but they haven't got a lot.
Not earlier. Absolutely
Right, and that's part of the reason why they're in.
Here's Hinostroza. He'll walk in. Pad save made by Ingram. Out to center ice. Lazar into the wild zone. Stops on the right wing. To the right wing corner. And stick lifted by Hughes. He'll get it out. 7-3, Wild lead. 5 minutes to go as Trennan into the Oilers zone. That's chopped away from him. Savoy off the left wing boards and out. Hunt on the left wing.
Get hit.
Yep. He'll dump it in. And on the right side, Savoy to Szymanski, and that is broken up. Kaprizov will come into the Edmonton zone. His pass off the stick of Szymanski. Does come out. Juracek, Goldie, and Middleton get the assists on the goal by Faber. Roslovic comes into the Minnesota end on the right. Give it to Savoy. Rims around on the left. Nurse. Behind the net to Savoy. Savoy out to Nurse, and that hit a stick, and it'll come out of the zone. Otherwise, Nurse would have had a great chance. Wheeling out from behind his net is Jake Wallman. Wallman over the line to cap it in. His shot way wide. Podkolzin on the left. Round to the right wing, top of the circle. Foligno pulls it off the boards to Urov, and he will get it out. Nurse to Podkolzin to Nurse in his own end. As we're down to 3:45 to go here in the third. 7-3 Wild lead as Bouchard shoots it in, and it's in behind the Minnesota net. Jam to the left wing corner. Capping it to Ekholm to Bouchard. A shot saved by Volstad. He'll hold on. 3:31 to go here in the third. 7-3 Wild lead the Edmonton Oilers. From Rogers Place, we'll take a break. It's Ford Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Zach from EPCOR here. When winter rolls in, my family's outside skating, tobogganing, and enjoying the season. But stormwater ponds aren't the place. These ponds protect our neighborhoods from flooding year-round. Even in winter, the water keeps moving under the surface, making the ice unpredictable and unsafe. Edmonton has safe spots to skate and sled, like my favorite, the Rundle Park Iceway in Toboggan Hills. Stay back, stay off, stay safe. A note from your neighbors at EPCOR.
It's game on at City Ford.
With an all-star lineup of 2025 Ford favorites, save up to $7,000 on Escapes,
Up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports.
and up to $18,000 on F-150s.
Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles.
Score an all-star deal today and spin and win an iPad, Oilers merch, Costco card, even a trip to Mexico.
Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, 7-3 Wild lead the Edmonton Oilers. 3:31 to go here in the third period. On the Roslovic goal here in the third, Josh Szymanski gets an assist along with Darnell Nurse. So first point in the NHL for Szymanski. Face off to the left of Jesper Volstad. Now Roslovic will take the draw against Urov. Puck gets into the skates of Middleton. Urov, they got it free on the right to Spurgeon. Up in the air and out. Foligno in front of his bench. Okay, you're off now to Tarasenko at center ice into his own end. Middleton to Spurgeon. A right wing off of Foligno and into the Oilers zone. Emberson behind the net. Round on the right wing for Savoy. Tried to go through the middle of the ice. It's broken up. Yurov will shoot it in. Ingram will set it. Emberson down to Stastny. Stastny will wait in behind the Edmonton goal. Stastny through the middle to Matthias Janmark. Janmark comes into the Wild zone, left side to Frederick, to Lazar, but it went off his stick in the slot. Faber will get it out. Off of Boldy into the Oilers zone. Nurse to the corner. Give it to Wallman on the left. Through the middle to Lazar, poked off his stick, comes back to Jake Wallman. On the right to Nurse. On the left to Wallman. At center on the right wing to Frederick. Over the Wild line. Looks in behind the net with Hughes on him. Now to the left. Frederick, top of the circle. To Lazar to Frederick. Frederick still with it on the left wing. To the blue line. Wallman will shoot it. Save made by Volstad. Holds on. 2:01 to go in the third. 7-3. Minnesota leads. Face-off coming up in the Minnesota zone. For the Wild, this is just a one-gamer.
Well, they've scored enough on this road trip.
Yeah, they're probably good. Yeah, they're back at home against Montreal, their next game. It's just a one-game trip. Juracek into the right wing corner. Off the boards to Zuccarello. He'll get it out. It's in front of the Edmonton bench. Hartman on the right. Goes to Nurse. Nurse inside his line. His pass picked off by Kaprizov. To Hartman on the left wing, and then lost it to Nurse. To Kapanen, to Podkolzin, to Kapanen. Now to Nugent-Hopkins into the Minnesota end. For Kapanen from the angle, saved by Volstad. Puck came to the middle of the ice. Kaprizov will come up to center ice for Minnesota. Just got it in over the Edmonton line. Nurse chops it right back out. Kaprizov into the Oilers zone on the left. Turns to the left wing corner boards. Gave it to Hartman. His pass hit his stick. Gets to the middle of the ice where Wallman has it now for the Oilers. Wallman over to Emberson. Emberson will take it back behind the net. Last minute here in the third. 7-3 Wild lead. Right wing to Roslovic. Roslovic comes into the Minnesota zone. His pass to the middle. Off of Middleton. And it goes into the corner. Up the left wing boards to hit Ostroza. He'll bank it off the boards and out. And it'll be an icing call against the Wild with 43 seconds to go here in the third. And Edmonton down 7-3. Faceoff will be to the right of Jesper Volstad. And Szymanski will take the draw. So the puck to the corner. Middleton on the right wing. Off the right wing boards. Did not get it out. Kept in by Savoy. Savoy with a backhand off the pad of Volstad from a sharp angle. Middleton will get it to the line. Emberson kept it in only for a moment. Sent back in. Middleton. Cross to Spurgeon. Now to Hinostroza with 18 seconds to go in the third. Hinostroza gains center. Flips it in on the backhand. Stastny to Emberson. Now to Szymanski, up to Savoy. Cross ice at center, it goes off of Roslovic. Spurgeon will just take it in behind his own net. The Minnesota Wild, 7-3 winners here tonight over the Edmonton Oilers. In a game that was tied at 2 after 20 minutes. It was Minnesota.
Cam, we got
busting out after that.
17 shots on goal. Second, third period, scored 5 goals. The Edmonton Oilers got a total of 76 shots on goal in 2 home games against the Wild and scored 3 goals.
Yeah. Jesper Volstad had a great night against the Oilers tonight, and he did on December 2nd, that 1-0 win.
It's pretty simple, though, Cam. the end of the day, you win special teams, you win the goaltending battle, 9 times out of 10 you win the game. They were better than the Oilers tonight, but this was probably a 4-2 victory, something maybe 4-3 that becomes 7-3 with a tough night. No other way to say it.
Yep. That's, I would say that is
so they
fair.
got to recalibrate. Yep. They're going to get a look at the Maple Leafs. We're in Calgary tomorrow night, or in Monday night. Toronto's got a back-to-back in Calgary on Monday, in Edmonton on Tuesday. The Oilers, they got to get a goaltender to come in here and give up less than 3 in a start too. Right? When's the last time that's happened here at home?
Yeah.
All right. Like, you take a look at it, Cam, and they had to come back from 3-0 down against San Jose, won 4-3 in overtime. Against Anaheim, outscored the Ducks 7-4. The 2 games before that, Washington 6-5 win, and before that, so 6 against Pittsburgh, 5 against Washington, 4 against Anaheim, 3 against San Jose, and 7 tonight. They gotta get the goals against down. It's that simple.
Yeah. 7-3 the final here. The Minnesota Wild defeat the Edmonton Oilers. It was 2-2 after 1. Leon Draisaitl, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins scoring for Edmonton. Eriksson, Ek, and Kaprizov for the Wild. But then Zuccarello, Hughes, and Tarasenko scored in the second. Pitlick and Faber in the third. Roslovic won for Edmonton in the third. Volstead, outstanding in goal for Minnesota. 40 saves on 43 shots as it sits right now. And the Edmonton Oilers lose this one 7-3. Oilers drop to 28-20-8. And the Wild, they improved to 32-14-10. 7-3 the final. The Wild over the Edmonton Oilers. A Rogers post-game show is coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers Post-Game Show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Face off to the right of Volstad. Puck goes to the left wing point. Nurse takes it to the corner. Goes in behind the net. Tries to wrap it in front. Scores! Roslovic goes high to the stick side on Volstad. And the Oilers cut that Wild lead to 6-3.
All right, well, that's the highlight zone, which is presented by Century Casino. All games, all in, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the winter zone. It's as good as it got in the third for Edmonton. A little bit of a spark there from Roslovic, his 15th of the year. First career NHL point for Josh Szymanski, but the Oilers got pounded 7-3. Goalies had a rough one. They give up 7 on 29. Certainly in the second period, 2, if not all 3 goals. You're looking for a stop there from Tristan Jarry. He got pulled 5 on 20. This is the Rogers postgame show from the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
All right, no Alberta Blue Cross travel insurance, goal of the game, health, dental, travel. We got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Smart play of the game brought to you by Catelli's Smart Pass with the all-natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. Look for the all-natural ingredients flag on the box the next time you shop. We'll give it to Darnell Nurse for the setup in Roslovic. At the end of the game, we bring aboard our inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, there's an old saying, goaltending special teams.
Yep.
And you know what? The Oilers were not terrible 5-on-5 in this game.
Oh, yeah, they were defensively, Bob.
Just hold on here.
Okay.
Equal, at least in terms of creating some scoring opportunities. But here's the thing. 3 offensive zone penalties in the first period, and they got sliced and diced for 2. Edmonton was okay in the first. They outscored Minnesota 2-0 at even strength. The Oilers got a power play, could not capitalize on 2-1, and 3 O-zone penalties, and the Wild put 2 in the net. And then it was all over in the second period. I'd say, Jerry got pulled 5-on-20 in this game. So I'd say for sure 2. You're looking for stops.
You're looking for stops, but you're also giving up grade A scoring chances. The one that Tarasenko scored, that was a 3-on-2 from the top of their own circles. They skated the length of the ice. Tarasenko is a goal scorer.
Good shot.
Yeah, good shot. And if Tarasenko doesn't score there, he'll be mad at himself.
Okay.
Because he had all the time in the world. Now, again, you want a save there. Tarasenko wants a goal.
Okay, what about the Hughes goal that made it?
Well, I mean, Hughes won the race up the ice, then won the battle. We see those all the time. Weird bounces. Now, yes, could Jari have been yet better? Yes. This Oilers team has given up 25 goals in their last 5 games, all on home ice.
Yeah.
So this isn't on the goalies. Where the goalies, Minnesota's goalies were better. Minnesota's best players were better.
Yeah.
Minnesota's special teams were better. This wasn't. I heard you and Mooner talking. This was a 4-3 game. It wasn't.
You think it's
the Minnesota Wild were the better team tonight?
They were the better team, yes. Rob. But at the end of the day, you pull a goalie 5-on-25. You need more than
but you're giving up too many. What we saw tonight,
5-on-20.
Yeah, but this is exactly what we saw for the most of the season under Skinner.
75 shots on goal in 2 games against Minnesota. Wallstedt gave up 3 goals. Now the Oilers did hit 3 posts.
Yeah, well, this is what you would expect. You scored 42 shots. You would expect 3 goals.
No, you'd expect
you'd expect 3
or 4.
Well, at most 4.
I can tell you what you don't expect, Rob. You don't expect 29 shots on goal and 7 in the net.
Well, when you're giving up the chances they gave up. I mean, you talked. I heard you and Winter talking.
I'm not giving Jerry a free pass.
I'm not giving him a free pass. I said the Minnesota goaltending was better, but you're not giving the Oilers defensively a free pass.
No.
This is 25 goals in 5 games, all on home ice. They were able to outscore their mistakes. They had an all-world performance with 6-on-5 last game. But this is the same thing that we saw earlier in the season. Since Christmas, the Oilers have not been good enough defensively. We know what they're capable of doing because we've seen it.
Do the pairings make sense defensively, or do they have to balance it out? I mean, you have Ekholm and Bouchard. They didn't have the greatest night themselves.
Bouchard, that's the big mistake that you can't have in Bouchard's game. That was a big mistake on the Faber goal.
That's a 7th goal, Rob.
Doesn't matter. That's a big mistake. You don't give up. You don't stop trying.
It's almost like you're looking. The guy's been the most.
I know. He's unbelievable. He's leading the NHL in defensive scoring. Yes. But the big mistake, you want to know why he's not on the Olympic team. That's it. Whether you think he should be or anyone thinks he should be.
I can sit there and point in the 2 losses, the 5-2 loss, the Colorado loss in Ottawa, the 7-3 loss in Montreal, the best defenseman on the planet. Okay, he is the best. I will concede Cale Makar's 4 goals against directly result.
I'm telling you why he's not there. I'm not saying whether it's right or wrong.
I'm telling you that you have a general manager on a crappy team, okay? He's on a crappy team overseeing Team Canada and running it like a union where you sit there and give guys service scores. In the month of January, Drew Doughty has 1 assist and is -10 and doesn't kill penalties. He's on the team. Colton Parayko's having a horrendous year. Oh, he plays for Doug Armstrong, and you're sitting there worried about a 7-3 goal.
I'm not worried about anything. You asked. I've been asked many times by you if Bouchard would be on the Olympic team, and I said he won't, and I tell you why. I'm not saying that's my choice.
Well,
I'm saying that is what they see.
Canada. We'll see what. Best on best, Canada, because they're so good at forward.
They're fantastic at forward.
They don't have as good a defense as the U.S.
No, the U.S. has got an incredible defense.
And
they might have left their best defenseman off, Lane Hudson.
You're going to have. Well, I'm the one that thinks he should be on.
I agree. I think he should too.
But they're in a position where they're better at moving the puck 5-on-5 than Team Canada.
Not even close.
And the question I was going to ask you is, do they need to split up Ekholm and Bouchard to balance the pairing? You would not do that.
No, I would not split.
So what do you think?
Look, we watched tonight. Minnesota's best 2 defensemen play together, and they're not even close. Their best 2 defensemen, it's not even close. The drop-off after Faber and Quinn Hughes. They play together all the time. So Ekholm and Bouchard should play together.
Normally they'd play Spurgeon and Brodin, and I guess that's the one thing that's even that more. Rob,
that's why Minnesota is so good. Is they've got a fantastic defense. They really do, and they got very good goaltending. Although tonight, Wallstead, while he was good, I think he was more lucky.
And
He was more lucky than he was good.
This easily could have been a 7-4, 7-5. Have the Oilers been horrendous in the last 5 games? Yes. I will also say this. I hated their start the other night, Rob.
Yep.
Hated their start.
But they're fortunate because it was against the San Jose Sharks.
Tonight, I didn't mind their start.
They were good in the first period.
They kept on taking offensive zone penalties, and they
the one I felt for was Hyman. Hyman, you don't know where the goalie is because he's staring at the puck.
Connor should have shot the puck.
Well, he should have shot the puck. Because here's the thing on that. If it doesn't go in, Hyman gets the rebound. Or, as we saw last game, it bounces off someone and goes in the net.
So you have a 24-ranked penalty killing unit for Minnesota, and the Oilers couldn't buy one on the power play. They go 0 for 2. The Wild go 2 for 3 against Edmonton. I'm telling you, when the turning point occurred in this hockey game, it was not in the second period.
No, it was the long... to me, it was the long pass that on the power play, the Quinn Hughes one to Eric Sedek. I think that just set the tone for their power play. Minnesota's good. Did the Oilers play well enough to garner more goals? Yes, they did. They were unlucky. They were unlucky on that, but they've gotten away from the core of their team. This team can score in their power play, and it always can. But when they are at their best, they are a solid defensive team. Solid. And we haven't seen that. And I know that you said that's the 7th goal. Yes, but what you should have in your game is from start to finish.
Do you want to sit down and break the goals? Okay, the 3-2 goal. Okay, so 2 power play goals, one on a stretch pass, which by the way, they scored the same way last year against Edmonton.
That's on Bouchard. Bouchard was sleeping on that one.
Bouchard and Ekholm were paired together.
Yeah, but Bouchard, he's coming from Bouchard's side. So he's got to see that.
He's got it.
Yeah.
So that and Bouchard has been integrated in the penalty kill, and he's been their best.
Very good. He's a very good penalty killer.
Best penalty killer of late.
Oh,
so that's the first goal. The second goal against on the power play that they scored at the end of the period, which was a breaker for the Oilers, and that
was a great play by Eric Sedek, who was a fantastic hockey player.
And Zuccarello is lights out against Edmonton. So let's go to the 3 goals in the second period, okay?
Yep.
McDavid loses a face-off to a guy that's 42% in the face-off circle, and Zuccarello beats Chris and Jerry clean.
Good shot.
Good shot.
Quick shot.
All right, but does McDavid need to win the draw? Does he own some of that?
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to lose face-offs. I mean, over the course of the game.
Did he need a save there from Jerry?
Well, yeah, you could say that about anything.
Okay, 4-2 goal. Hughes jumps up, activates, fires one.
To me, that's a great play by Hughes. And we've seen Connor and Leon score from behind the net.
Brendan Shanahan bank shot off the goalie.
And I mean, he knows what he's doing. Superstars know what they're doing, and Hughes knew that.
5-2 goal. Oilers hit the crossbar.
And then got caught 3-on-2.
And Tarasenko, who is a multiple 30-time goal scorer.
He can shoot.
But he shot from the flank.
He did, yeah. But it's one of those things. Yes, you want Jarry to make a save, but Tarasenko believes.
I'm saying he's got to stop one of those 3.
I agree, but this is what we talked about at the beginning of the season, though, and why Skinner got traded is because he didn't make the save. But the Oilers are giving up too many great chances against. In the second period alone, Kaprizov had 2 wide open looks that he missed. He missed a backdoor wide open net where he was standing by himself. He had one in the slot. Boldy had one in the slot, went off the goalie's head. Faber had 2 chances where he went through. The Oilers gave up too many chances. They're too good a team to give up this many great A scoring chances.
And McDavid's going to tell you, look, he finished the game -3 with 1 assist. The Oilers didn't have again, their fourth line generates nothing, 5v5, and you're spending 3.85. I think they're going to have to play Frederick higher up in the lineup to get them going here.
No, I don't agree. I thought their third line created tonight. Roslovic and Savoy had a bunch of chances because they started getting ice time late in the game.
Yeah.
They sat down Connor and Lane.
So what would you, so tell me, just to wrap up, and then we got to get going here.
Yeah.
And we can do this at home because we're at home and nobody's waiting anywhere for a flight or anything. So tomorrow is going to be a skills competition day, all right? And then, so great, go watch people come to it. It's a fun event, especially if you like dogs, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
The team's going to practice on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do? So you would not change the defense pairings, is that correct?
No, I wouldn't. You're not changing Bouchard and Ekholm. That pairing has been so successful. This was an off night, and you're trying to find some chemistry with Wallman and Nurse. That's what you want. The Oilers, to me, are probably going to look for a defenseman, a 4-5 defenseman at the trade deadline.
I'm not convinced of that, just for the record.
Well, I mean, right now, defensively, the Oilers aren't good. Now, that's not all on the defense. They're up front, the forwards. I mean, it's a collective thing. But the thing is, the Oilers are better defensively than they're showing.
I don't know.
That's my point. They are a better team defensively, and they've been loose.
Okay.
And teams, Minnesota's very good. and they took advantage. And the teams that the Oilers have lost big to are solid teams that when they get goaltending, like Minnesota did tonight, you just can't.
Yeah, the record against the good teams is not there this year. They never match up well against Minnesota. They've never played them in the playoffs. Minnesota is a more physical team.
Although tonight, they weren't physical tonight, Minnesota.
They play with a greater defensive structure.
Yes.
Rob, I'm going to...
I mean, the Quinn Hughes trade was incredible for them.
Sure.
He's good.
So... And let's see what happens in the playoffs.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
But he's on a better team.
He's on a deeper team in the playoffs. And what I would say is, I'm going to circle back to this. Minnesota came into this game with the second best save percentage in the NHL.
Yep.
The Oilers came into tonight's game like 23rd in the league in save percentage.
No, I understand that, but you can't. But the thing is, for me, you can't just keep. No, so that means it was Skinner's fault, Pickard's fault, Jarry's fault, Ingram's fault. So I can't say it's always the goaltender's fault.
Rob, we're not saying it's always. I'm saying on a night where you give up 7 and 29, you need another save or two. That said, the team's got to do a better job.
They did. And the thing is, and it's not like we're saying they have to do something that they're not capable of doing. This Oiler team, when they are at their best, are a solid defensive team that can win games on their power play.
The crazy part about it is they were actually playing better defensively with Skinner in goal.
Well, just before the trade, they were playing very good, yes.
Yeah, just before.
And that's what they're capable of. And they can get back to that, and they will get back to that. But tonight was a little loose, and they got exposed.
Yeah, well, and the other guy got lucky. So.
Yeah, well, he did. Again, he was good, but he was also very lucky. And to finish off where we started from, Evan Bouchard. Evan Bouchard has been the best defenseman in the NHL probably since December the 1st. He has been excellent. And if they were picking the team based on that, he would be on the Olympic team. And I'm not saying whether I would pick him or not, but the big mistake, he makes them more noticeable.
And my response to that, Rob, is I was in Montreal. I watched Team Canada's defense, and they struggled under the pressure of the U.S. forecheck, and they couldn't make plays under duress. And I look at the USD.
They're fantastic. And they're going to be better this year because they're going to have McAvoy for the whole tournament, and they're going to have Quinn Hughes for this year's tournament.
And
so they're better.
I like Morrissey's really good in the second pairing. Makar is going to be in the first pairing. I just think if Taves plays.
Oh, well, I would imagine
I'm assuming he's going to play. I just think you might need another puck mover for 5-on-5. And I look at crunch time, which is in the playoffs, and who's been better than Bouchard in the playoffs over the last 2+ years? No one on defense. So there we go. Look, we got to get going. Hey, it was fun. Let's do this. You know what?
We'll do it in a couple days.
Be ready on Wednesday when we're in Calgary. You better be ready to bring it, all right?
Well, wait a sec. Don't we have another home game first?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, let's do it on Tuesday.
All right, there you go. This is the Rogers postgame show, the Oilers Radio Network.
Rogers is Canada's most reliable 5G Plus network, so you can stream Edmonton Oilers games and see Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Ty tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even catch Boosh Bombs in Beaumont. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, this is our game.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Whether you're building a home, a community, or championship team, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens one step, one shift, one brick at a time. Coventry Homes, never done building. The official builder of the Edmonton Oilers, proudly celebrating 50 years. Visit coventryhomes.ca.
You're tuned in to the Rogers postgame show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Let's go to the Pizza 73 out of town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. We will start with the Bakersfield Condors. They got 51 saves tonight from Connor Unger. He stole the game for them. A 3-2 victory for Bakersfield over Abbotsford. So the Condors sweep the 2-game series this weekend. Roby Yarvente and Viljami Marjala each with a goal and assist. Yarvente with goals where he walked the Abbotsford D on back-to-back nights. That was the eventual game winner. Edmonton Oil Kings pounded Swift Current 6-3. Here tonight at Rogers Place, the Oilers ended up out-shooting the Minnesota Wild to the tune of 42-29, but they lose 7-3. Porous defensively over the last 5 games, have given up 25 goals all at home. You know what? They played better on the road than they have at home. It's that simple. They got to knuckle down, bear down, and they need some more stops, and they need their special teams, their PK to be better because they're leaking there as well. And they got kicked in the teeth, the final score, 7-3. Vegas, by the way, ended up ultimately losing but picking up a point, so they move a point ahead of Edmonton for top spot in the Pacific Division. The Oilers Central Division challenges against the likes of Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota continue. And the Oilers dropped to 0-6 on the season against those 3 teams. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Brant, our job description is whatever you need to succeed. Expert support, parts when you need them, and financing that fits on the compact construction machines you want. Equipment, expertise, value, delivered right to your door. We do it right at your site. Call your Brant dealer to book your demo today.
During every Oilers game day, the Canadian Brewhouse is your hockey headquarters. Cheer on the blue and orange, surrounded by fans as passionate as you are, while sipping $1 off tankards of Molson Canadian and Coors Light. And that's not all. Every game day, you can enter to win Oilers home game tickets. So grab your crew, grab a seat, and make the Canadian Brewhouse your go-to spot this hockey season. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
All right, let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars there, presented by Molson, the official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excel or Molson with your name on it, you must be of legal drinking age. We will go with Brock Faber for tonight's 3rd star. We will go with Joel Eriksson-Ek with tonight's 2nd star. And tonight's 1st star, Quinn Hughes. It was ugly for Edmonton. They got pounded 7-3. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. The Oilers drop to 4-3 on this homestand. They get the Leafs here on Tuesday in the second back-to-back. Better find a way to win. For my play-by-play partners, Cam Moon, who called tonight's game, Jack Michaels, has got Tuesday's game against the Leafs at home, Wednesday's game against Calgary in Calgary, as the Oilers wrap up their pre-Olympic schedule. Rob Brown, of course, lots of animated discussion there. And Brendan Escott, as well as Aidan Gannam. Studio producers David Hashem did a great job tonight, along with Kellen Kennedy, ace engineer Troy Bowler. Bob Stauffer saying so long from a disappointed Rogers Place. The Oilers got walloped at home 7-3 by the Wild.
The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Portions of this exclusive broadcast are brought to you by Ford, official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Ready, set, Ford. Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian, Ultra, Export, or Excel, there's a Molson with your name on it. Must be legal drinking age. And Rogers, this is our game.
To the net, backhander score!
This live play-by-play broadcast is intended for the private entertainment of our audience. Any rebroadcast without the expressed written consent of the Oilers Entertainment Group is strictly prohibited. All games, all season.
Do you have Middleton with Forsberg and Skinner on your all-mustache team?
He's right there, for sure.
Johansson, a turnover. Draisaitl, a shot and a score. And that's the first goal Edmonton scored on Ballston. Leon Draisaitl with his 27th goal of the year, and he ties Mark Messier on the all-time Oilers scoring list.
This one for Draisaitl. The Minnesota Wild have been a tough matchup for Edmonton this year. They've been good games, they've been tight games, but for Edmonton, this is a measuring stick, no question.
Off the draw, though, Bouchard able to lift it successfully down the left-hand side and left for Quinn Hughes. Bit of a game changer when the Wild picked up Hughes, and a dart down the middle. Eriksson breakaway, scores. That's why you get him. That's an assist in 8 straight games for Quinn Hughes. A Wild record for a defenseman.
They're all watching him here. He gets this puck and starts to wind it up the ice, and it just opens up because they're just waiting for him to come up, and usually he's the one. Eriksson.
McDavid the outlet to Bouchard. Hyman collided with the linesman as well as Middleton. That was spooned back near the blue line, grabbed by Bouchard. On to McDavid. In front, redirection home. Nugent Hopkins gets a bounce. And he needed it. 2-1 Edmonton.
Great chance at one end. Yurov has a really good chance, but this is, again, a nice hard pass over by McDavid. So he wants to try and stay in the hunt for that puck as long as possible. Never been afraid to drive the net. He just goes right over Volstead. Power play for Minnesota.
Hughes to Zuccarello. Snapshot save. Rebound. Backdoor score. Kaprizov stays hot, and he ties the game in the process. Second power play goal of the night for Minnesota, and the 30th goal of the year for Kirill the Thrill.
The Minnesota Wild have done a great job to get bodies in front and find some loose pucks, and that's a beauty pass by Eriksson. We talked about him in front. Quick change up on one of those two blades, at least, maybe both.
Yeah, Oiler fans want to see Jeff Lang. Off the draw, hammered home by Zuccarello, and the Wild take their first lead. Hartman a clean win off the faceoff, and Zuccarello, who always seems to show up against the Oilers, gives Minnesota a 3-2 lead.
Did he ever? I mean, this was off the stick in a flash. From Zuccarello afterwards, he goes right to Hartman and says, "You can't win it any better."
Broken up, Ekholm to Nugent Hopkins. Faber and Hughes will trade the puck. Quinn Hughes holds in, shoots, deflected, rebound, score! Quinn Hughes single-handedly puts the Wild ahead 4-2.
Whips this puck to the net afterwards. He tries to take this shot off the fly, rides off the stick of Darnell Nurse, follow the knuckle puck. He just jams it towards the net.
Never quite got there. Here comes Yurov. Foligno, play is onside. Hits him in, and Tarasenko scores to make it 5-2. Missed opportunity at one end, and Vladimir Tarasenko, who's been doing it for a decade and a half with his 14th.
Takes it away and then starts to skate this puck up the ice. And just a beautiful pass across right over to Tarasenko, and he makes short work of this pass by Foligno.
Eclipse 30 saves. Centering pass, one-timer score. Tyler Pitlick against his former team.
And after a good chance, and then it's the forecheck once again. Hinostroza, you just saw that pickup he had on the lob pass into the zone.
Ceci and Simmer will have the call with our colleague Gene Principe in front. Nurse sets up Roslovic, and the Oilers cut it to 6-3.
And this is a beautiful pass by Darnell Nurse. Wraps it around and jams it right through everyone. And for Roslovic, those quick hands in front.
Boldy, stick handling and dishing back. And Brock Faber perhaps still going to settle this game down. Right around Bouchard to the net. Shoots and scores.
Vic, beautiful move by Bouchard to get there. And then for Faber, he puts on the just little.
Minnesota scoring 6 of the last 7 goals of this one, turning a 2-1 deficit into a convincing 7-3 victory, and the Wild sweep the season series. Coverage getting underway. 8 Eastern, 6 Mountain on Sportsnet. Ceci and Simmer will have the call with our colleague Gene Principe in front. Nurse sets up Roslovic, and the Oilers cut it to 6-3. Roslovic's Around the net, what does he do? He goes to the net. Face-off win, that's exactly where Roslovic goes. And he doesn't get pushed out, gets a stick on the ice, presents a target. And this is a beautiful pass by Darnell Nurse. Wraps it around and jams it right through everyone. And for Roslovic, those quick hands in front.
McDavid the outlet to Bouchard. Hyman collided with a linesman as well as Middleton. That was spooned back near the blue line, grabbed by Bouchard. On to McDavid. In front, redirection home. Nugent Hopkins gets a bounce. And he needed it. 2-1 Edmonton.
Great chance at one end. Burov has a really good chance, but this is again a nice hard pass over by McDavid. So good on the wall to pick up a puck. Makes it look easy, but it's not. He's getting pressured by Spurgeon. He's just trying to find the stick of Nugent Hopkins. And he just opens up the blade, and it redirects towards the net.
With Forsberg and Skinner on your all-mustache team?
He's right there, for sure.
Johansson a turnover. Draisaitl a shot and a score. And that's the first goal Edmonton scored on Ballstead. Leon Draisaitl with his 27th goal of the year. And he ties Mark Messier on the all-time Oilers scoring list.
This one for Draisaitl. The Minnesota Wild have been a tough matchup for Edmonton this year. They've been good games, they've been tight games, but for Edmonton, this is a measuring stick, no question about it. This is a heavyweight in the Central, 1 of the 3. And for Draisaitl, good pickoff here as he just comes into the middle, picks up this pass, and then walks in on a nice shot over the pad into the blocker. So
The Edmonton Oilers will look to string together 4 straight victories here on Hockey Night in Canada against the Minnesota Wild, a team that's got a solid grip on that second spot in the Central Division as the Oilers now sit tied with the Vegas Golden Knights for the top spot in the Pacific after their comeback win over the Sharks Thursday. And Edmonton will be put to the test once again against a team that's collected 7 of a potential 8 points in their last 4 games and made the massive trade on December 12th to strengthen their blue line with the acquisition of Quinn Hughes.
Well, they're one of the best teams in the league. They obviously added Hughes. We played against him, I think, once when he was on Minnesota, but really good team, high-end talent. And yeah, I mean, they play us tough, and it'll be a good game.
Yeah, I think the physicality they bring. They're obviously their skill. They have high-end skill, and then they're able to capitalize when given opportunities. So our team has a lot of that too. So.